what you're gripping right now is a soft taco. That is not a hard taco. You just crushed your hard taco. That's what you're. So soft taco is totally different. I wouldn't move my head for a soft taco.
You're talking about like
what if you're eating two tacos?
A tortilla shell. You turn both. You can't turn your head both ways, so you go like that with a taco. This is Cam Scatterboot's question that he wanted to know.
On today's part of my take, presented by DraftKings, it is Week 11 in the NFL. We're going to talk about every single game on Sunday. We started in Spain. We ended in Philly. It was a great Sunday. We had overtime wins. We had the Broncos, huge win over the Chiefs. The Rams asserting their dominance in the NFC West. Max, our alliance is complete. The Eagles take down the Lions. The Bills back feeling good. We're going to do fastest 2 minutes. We got Who's Back of the Week. It's a football Monday, and it's presented by Game Time. The NFL's in full swing. Tailgates, pack stands, that buzz before kickoff, but getting in, nightmare. Queues, price jumps, getting logged out mid-click. All you want is to be there. Beer in hand, losing your voice with the crowd. And the Game Time app gives you advantage back to fans. It's the hack for unlocking amazing tickets and experiences in a few taps. It's incredibly easy to use. The Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets on time and at the best price, plus fees are always included. So what you see is what you pay. Hank?
Patriots at Bengals.
Okay, what do we got?
$84 to get in.
$84. Zach, did you have a backup one?
You can also get into Falcons Saints for $37.
Love that.
Wow.
So
That's a
you
great
got
deal.
all these options.
Zach, that's a really good deal. 37
Yes, sir.
at the Dome.
That's a great
Domed
deal.
up for $37.
Wow.
Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PMT for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings. The crown is yours. Today is Monday, November 17th, Week 11. What? Let me be the first to say, congratulations to the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Great Cup champions.
Great Cup champions.
Our dear friends up north.
It was Tavon Campbell's chunky soup with a big fumble on Shea Patterson to win the game.
And je suis désolé for our friends up in Montreal.
No, Montreal, not their year, Alouettes. Okay, so congrats on the Grey Cup. We start in Minnesota, where Vikings fans were chanting, "Do it for the 9, he ain't gonna do it. Do it for the 9, he ain't gonna do it. Do it for the 9, he ain't gonna do it." But J.J. McCarthy did eventually do it, entertaining Minnesota fans for 6 seconds. That was a Vine joke, Tej, for all the young kids out there. An app that existed a long, long time ago. DeAndre Taylor Swift ran to the blank space and shook off defenders all afternoon as Kyle, now here's a Monangai, finished it off for a touchdown. The game was tight late after J.J. McCarthy hit Jordan Clark and Addison for a go-ahead score, only to see Devin Duvernay look spectacular running down the sideline on the ensuing kickoff. It was then up to former volleyball star / Wall Street mogul Cairo George Santos to kick the Bears to another victory. The Bears are back. Bears 19, Vikings 17.
Whoop, whoop. We now go to beautiful Madrid, Spain, where our on-the-scene correspondent, Frank the Tank, has the scoop.
As the rains fell on the plains, football was played in Madrid as the NFL came to Spain for the first time, with the Dolphins and Commanders both at 3-7 entering the game. Both teams were able to move the ball down the field, but could not get in the end zone as the red zone turned into the dead zone, with Devon Achane leading away from Miami with 120 yards on the ground. Finally, in the third quarter, Washington got pay dirt as Deebo Samuel dotted and dashed his way into the end zone. Miami answered with a touchdown by Ollie Gordon, tipping his hat and saying goodnight, Stan, as he tied the game at 13. But the game stayed at 13 as both teams are turned away on 4th down and goal when each should have gotten a field goal to take the lead. So overtime we go. Tied 13-13, kind of like that awful Munsters remake, 13-13 Mockingbird Lane. I remember it. But in overtime, it was Captain Jack Jones picking off Marcus Mariota to set up life for Rodney Patterson to give Miami a 16-13 win.
Thank you to Franco the Tanko in Spain.
And happy belated birthday to Frank the Tank. 50th birthday. We said that if the Dolphins win, he gets to do a boomer. He always wanted to.
He always wanted to do it. He always wanted to do it. So cheers to him. Oh, be careful with those wine glasses.
Oh, no. There's a knife. Jack Hughes, watch out. Okay, we get back to stateside and memes with the Falcons and Panthers in Atlanta.
We head south to Atlanta where Drake London Bell said, "Whoa, just take it easy, man." As Bryce Baby stopped, collaborated and listened. Bryce is back with a brand new addition with a career day for the Atlanta offense. This isn't the first time a Penix had to be taken out for a cousin in the South. And Bijan Meet the Robinson said, "I would have caught the ball and we would have won the game. Do you understand?" As he had to carry the offense on his back all day. "Do I make you JC Horny, baby?" And Nick Scorton, here's a who, were able to keep the Panthers in the game, while Tet You Betcha said, "Good morning, Atlanta," with 8 receptions for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns. Enrico Donnie Burgers had "What's up?" to set up the game-tying touchdown to force overtime. In overtime, the treble man can take the football into field goal range for F. Scott Fitzgerald to write a happy ending for the Panthers, who now sit at 6-5. Panthers 30, Falcons 27.
Thank you, memes. We head now to an AFC North battle with Hank in Pittsburgh.
In the first quarter, Kenneth Rogers Gainwell knew when to hold 'em, knew when to post 'em, knew when to catch the ball, and then run into the end zone for 6. Ski Yee Higgins wasn't trippy in the red zone when he answered with a touchdown of his own. In the third quarter, Joe Quacko threw a duck that was picked off and returned for an insane clown touchdown by Kyle Juggalo. The game was sealed when Flacco fumbled, and Mike Tomlin said, "Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here and return this thing for 7? Steelers win, 34-12.
Thanks, Hank. Last early game, Zach is in Buffalo.
In Buffalo, where Joshua Block Allen takes the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to world of touchdowns, running it into the end zone from 2 yards out. Then, Baker Me a Birthday Cake Mayfield had the fans going, "Oh baby, I like it. We're so excited. Can't try to hide it. I'ma make you my quarterback. Cake, 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 cake." And it's not even his birthday. After rushing for 4 yards out, shortly after, Sean Evans Tucker takes a hot one's 43 yards down the field and drops the bomb into the end zone. Them boys on the Bills defense need some milk. Unfortunately for some, Joshua Zerker Allen turns the game into a Sidemen Sunday charity match, effortlessly finding the end zone twice more before the end of the fourth quarter. Big up Zerka. Buffalo 44, Tampa Bay 32.
We go over to Los Angeles, where, as my good friend Tupac Shakur would say, California without Josh Cardi. It's California with no Josh Cardi. Let me welcome everybody to the NFC West, a division with 3 teams that will leave you impressed. Then Darnold's picks hit Kitchen's hands like a slug to his chest, looking anti-Semitic like his name's Kanye West. Devontae Adams' family had the Seahawks defense looking like do-do-do-do. 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 Making the most of his snaps and scoring a touchdown. The story of the game was more the Seahawks had more reckless passing than Paul Walker on the freeway. More turnovers, too. The Rams secondary had 4 interceptions, and Siren Williams had the Los Angeles fans screaming, "Woo, woo, woo," after scoring a touchdown. To cap it off, they got a TD from Colby Saturday in the Parkinson, I think it was a fourth quarter drive. Meanwhile, Sambuca Darnold tasted like anus, and everyone wanted to puke. Rams 21, Seahawks 19.
Out to Denver, where Bo Thicks and the Denver Badonkadonkos were hoping to hand Kansas Ass City a BBL. But in the first half, the offense was mega ass, and it was all Will Butts at his leg. Neil Patrick Harris Mahomes may need to hire a doctor to fix the Kansas City offense as they struggled to find the end zone early until he found his tight end who told the Denver defense, "Now you Kelsey me, now you don't," as he scored to take a late lead. But it was too much time for Bo Nix and Troy Aretha Franklin as the Broncos walked it off, saying, "RESPECT, find out what it means to me. RESPECT, the Broncos have Hank doing a little PP. Broncos 22, Chiefs 19. Huh? Thin air.
Little P?
It's thin air.
Little P.
The air. You got to account for the air.
Standing on the corner, Jameis Winston in Hoboken, such a fine sight to see. It's LaFleur, my lord, looking skirt to score, and Jameis crushing QB sneaks. Come on, Kafka, the world needs laughter. Micah Parsons was fair trade if you like NAFTA.
Packers 27, G-Men 20. And that is Week 11, fastest 2 minutes. Brought to you by our friends at Chevy. Football season is here, and whether you're grinding through the week or gearing up for kickoff, there's one ride that's always game ready, Chevy Silverado. The Chevy Silverado is a longtime partner, pardon my take, and our favorite truck, and it's all about grit. From job site to tailgate, Silverado lets you show up strong and tackle any task. Built for the hustle, ready for the game, Silverado is America's most dependable full-size truck. For J.D. Power 2025 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Head to Chevy.com to learn more and build your own Chevy Silverado today. Okay, Week 11 in the books. What a Sunday.
Great slate.
What a Sunday.
Great slate. This is why we watch all them games.
It's starting to. I've been hearing a little bit of. I don't want to say it's like. I've just been hearing little murmurs being like the NFL's not a good product anymore. Shut up. It's great. We have bad weeks. We have good weeks. This was a good week. This was a good Sunday. We had exciting games. We had high-scoring games. We had games that went down to the end. We had overtime. We had it all. And it started PFT in overtime.
Yeah.
Dolphins 16, Commanders 13. Incredible loss for you.
Tempo addicional.
Can I say that as the game was going on, I was like, I don't know where PFT's head is at, because we've talked about this when the game starts, you root for your team. But the whole time I'm like, this is a game the Commanders kind of have to lose.
It was a must lose.
Yeah.
It was a must lose, and we must lost it. And it shook out pretty much. It was funny watching both these teams play, because they both went in the game in Spain. And also shout out Hank. I kind of see where Hank's coming from with that Madrid stadium. I kind of want to fuck the Madrid stadium.
It was a sick venue.
I'll tell you what,
it was a good venue.
If you're an NFL player, you got to be pissed about the grass, because them have the España having a underground greenhouse that they put the turf to keep it fresh at all times.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everyone in stateside, all these players are like, hey, MetLife keeps taking all of our Achilles. Can we maybe do something? And then España's got it just, I mean, it looked like it was a scene from, like Breaking Bad, where they just had a lab underneath the stadium where they grew their grass.
Yeah, they're cooking meth down in the basement of the España Stadium. They have literally a greenhouse underneath. We all had friends growing up that had secret greenhouses in their basements, but that was a little bit different. This one was incredible. I love the stadium. I loved the ambiance. Seems like the Spanish fans were very appreciative. It was the first game there. I'm not saying let's have 4 games there a year. I'm not even saying have 1 game there a year. But it was kind of cool. And when I was watching the first half, it seemed like both teams completely understood what the assignment was that week, which is, hey, we're getting kind of close to the red zone here. Let's just stop getting yards and start shooting ourselves in the foot and kick a field goal, because if you win this game, it's actually bad. And normally when I'm watching the Commanders or the Redskins or the football team, in a game like this where it would benefit us to lose, I'm just rooting really hard for the Commanders at that point. In this game, though, something happened, because it was the jerseys, it was the helmets, it was the teams. I was just constantly thinking about 2019, when I think we were 1-5. The Dolphins, I think, were 0-5, and we ended up beating them. We stopped them on a 2-point conversion. That made us the 2nd overall pick in the draft that year. The Bengals got the number 1 overall pick. They took Joe Burrow. We took Chase Young with that pick. And so I'm watching it. Starting out, I'm like, come on, let's go, commies. Let's see what we got here. And then as the game goes further and further, I'm like, we really need to figure out a way to lose this game.
Yeah.
And there was nothing. I'll say this, though. I think I was right about Dan Quinn taking over the defense because
definitely.
They definitely played harder. Now, granted, for some reason, the Dolphins kind of stopped running the ball to the outside when it seemed like every time they did that, they were getting like 15 yards a clip.
Yeah, Devon Achane is awesome.
He's awesome.
He's a reason why you still watch the Dolphins if you're a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's fast. We're slow on defense. I don't know why they stopped doing that, but the defense did play harder, which I appreciated. So good job, Dan Quinn, with that one. The offense still looked like dog shit. We're missing all these guys. We got Robbie Chosen out there as a wide receiver option. One guy that I didn't even know was on the roster until going into today that actually saw significant playing time. And there's really no hope for this Commanders season. So, yeah, you better believe I'm rooting for a loss.
Yeah, and it was
a great loss.
And both teams understood the assignment in the fact that they were like, hey, we're both bad, very long shot to get to the playoffs. We're just going to go for it. And we had 3 turnovers on downs within the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
It was insane to watch. Could not punch it in. And you had even the Dolphins at the end. Like I consider myself on the more aggressive side when I'm watching a game of like go for it.
Yep.
When they had that 4th down at the end of the game, it's like, dude, just kick a field goal here.
Yep.
Kick a field goal here and then make Marcus Mariota answer because I don't know if he can. And then they went for it, didn't get it. I guess gives you a long field, and then Mariota throws that pick in overtime. And the Dolphins. Listen, we said about it. We talked about it on Friday. The Dolphins are 4-7, and their next 4 games are the Saints, at Jets, at Steelers, and the Bengals.
Yeah, the Dolphins, they're not mathematically dead yet.
They're climbing, scratching, and clawing. And we also had a vote of confidence from Stephen Ross. He said McDaniel and Tua is going to be his quarterback coach combination in 2026.
And see, if they had lost this game, he would not have done that vote of confidence thing, and then the fans would probably be way happier.
Right.
So I do find myself taking a zoomed out big picture of how this is going right now because I'm going to put Commanders. They're one of like I'd say 3 or 4 finalists for Season from Hell.
Yeah,
it's been a season from hell, and so you know what I really want? I want that Hank schedule next year. I want that last place schedule
Again.
Yeah. No,
did you hear they're calling? So,
did you hear what a fun year that was for me last year?
Yeah.
Who said that in the gambling cave? The nickname?
Oh, Meek Phil. The nickname for Drake May is the schedule. They call him I started calling him the big schedule.
Hank did not like that joke.
I don't think he got it.
He no-sold it so hard. He just went straight into, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I mean, it's a bad joke, but you can understand what it is.
But the plays that Drake May is playing have nothing to do with the schedule.
But you get the joke. It's a bet. You don't get the joke?
No.
People are saying that he's played an easy schedule.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not related to a
terrible
player
joke,
nickname.
but you understand the joke.
Nah.
Okay.
I still think
he's still no selling it.
I'm still rooting for the Bills to do well this season, to go far in the playoffs. It would be very funny if the Bills lost every game from here on out, just so we could count that as an easy win for Drake May. That would be the silver lining.
The Bucs might.
The Bucs might do it.
Yeah, we're gonna get to them next, but yeah, the Bucs might.
It was a great loss by the Commanders. It sucks that the season's over, but I am looking at Tankathon. I'm starting my scouting process early, diving into the big boards, seeing what we can get on the defensive side.
Where are you guys right now?
We are, I want to say 7th. I think picking 7th overall.
Okay, so you need to make sure that you don't win too many more.
Yeah, which I don't think will be a problem for us because if you look at the schedule, it's not going to be easy for us.
Well, if history is what is your schedule? Let me see it.
I know we're going. We got the Broncos next, and that's going to be Sunday Night Football, unless the NFL has, I believe, 2 more days to flex that out. I think they'll flex that out.
Oh, because you're on a bye now.
Yeah, we're on a bye, and then we have the Broncos. I know we're going to the New York Giants. We got to go. We got 2 games against
the
Philly.
Eagles.
And we got the Cowboys.
Well, if history is, if we want to go by history, you'll lose everything for the rest of the season and then win Week 18 because that's what the Bears did after they played the Commanders last year.
That might be it.
We're starting to trend that way.
That might be it. Wait, I'm laser focused though on the draft pick. Completely focused on the draft pick, and then seeing what we have in terms of maybe some linebackers that we can keep around. There's one thing I'm concerned about.
Okay,
Mikey Sanders still. Mm-hmm. Awesome rookie season. He hasn't been very good this year at all, and he had that muffed punt. I don't know why he was returning punts. I guess in a game like that. I don't know what Dan Quinn was thinking. I know that he catches punts sometimes in practice, But like that should be Debo back there.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have, I know Jalen Lane is normally your guy. He was out. Debo's the guy that does that. I don't know why Mikey was back there, but Debo looked good today. I like the Wildcat with Debo in it too. Some people call it the Wild Fat. I don't think that's very funny.
We don't call him fat.
I actually came up with that, but I also don't think that it's funny.
Okay.
Just for the record.
Like the schedule.
Yeah, exactly. Like the big schedule.
I keep mentioning Devon A-Chain's name, but I feel like because he's on a bad Dolphins team, which has gotten better, they have not given up on the season. He is right now in the NFL. He's third in rushing yards, second in yards per rush, and fifth in total yards gained. He's been awesome.
Really good.
Really, really good.
Really
Also,
good one again.
Jordan Brooks on the Dolphins had 20 tackles today.
That's pretty good.
10 solo, 20 total. That's got to hurt the next day. That's a lot of collisions.
It's a ton of tackles.
That's a shitload of tackles. I have a question for you, Hank.
Yes,
You're on social media.
I am.
You throw retweets around every now and then.
I do.
Is there a reason why you didn't retweet Magic Johnson and his praise for the international game in Spain? Feels like something you'd want to signal.
I didn't see it.
He said, even though it was another disappointing loss for my Commanders, 16-13 in overtime, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell should be thrilled as nearly 80,000 fans came out to watch the Commanders play the Miami Dolphins in Madrid, Spain. I especially want to thank all the Commanders fans that came from the United States and around the world to support us. Give that a retweet.
Done.
Toss that a retweet real quick, because he's just like, hey, even though we lost, Madrid, way to go.
Madrid seems like a great place. Both teams were playing Matador defense. Ole. It was nice. It was. You know what?
It was not a fun game to watch.
I don't mind because I got to wake up this morning and get it over with.
Right.
So like I had a whole second day after
The pain was done.
The pain was done. It's like, okay, I don't have to sit in the cave and pretend that my team is playing the same sport as every other team, because I said this like 4 weeks ago. I think the Commanders are one of the worst teams in the league.
I still don't know if I'd put them in the category. I mean, the Saints
We
did
just
win.
lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah, but the Dolphins aren't bad. The Dolphins are officially not playing bad football.
Because they beat us.
Right. No, but they won. They just housed the Bills.
I mean,
Do you remember? They beat the Bills by like 30.
that is true. But we've lost in historic fashion in the last, 4 weeks? And then the Broncos are going to kick our ass. I do think that we're one of the worst teams in the league right now. The way that it's shaking out, the offense is trash. The defense is also very, very, very bad. But I'm looking at the bright side. I'm looking at that draft pick. I'm looking at the number getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And
You gotta lose to the Giants.
Got to think about the schedule for next year. We did see an Usoff today too.
Yes.
2 starting Hawaiian quarterbacks.
Yes.
Going at it. I didn't remember how close they were. I remember like he had worked with Tua. Marcus had worked with Tua a little bit when he was growing up. Didn't realize how close those two guys were. So kind of surreal moment for them, both growing up in Hawaii. Now they're playing each other in a game in Spain.
Yeah. And their parents are watching it at like, I don't even know what time it was.
I think it was like 2
in
a.m.
the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something ridiculous like that. Yeah. So guys, we did it. We're done with international games.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I got a wild stat.
Way to go. We did it. We finally did it.
I got a wild stat from Marcus Mariota.
Okay.
He threw for 213 yards today. Last week, he threw for 213 yards. The week before that, he also threw for exactly 213 yards.
Whoa.
3 weeks in a row.
He
How
just
about that?
reaches a limit and he's like, no more.
That's the perfect.
That was the interception. He's like, I'm
Yep.
at 213. I can't go any higher.
Yeah, that was a perfect Marcus Mariota game.
Yeah. Okay, next game. Back to the stateside in the regular slate. We had the most fun game to watch. The Bills 44, the Bucs 32. It was a scoregami. It was also the most, if you said in 50 years when someone says, what was it like to watch Josh Allen play football? I might turn on this game because it was the most Josh Allen game possible, where we had the interception to start the game in his own end zone where he was just mashing all the buttons. He did like a Dr. Pepper toss to a linebacker just standing there. And then after that went on to play just pure Josh Allen football where he had 3 touchdown passes, 317 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns, 40 yards rushing. It's only the 3rd time it's ever happened in the NFL. 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns. The last time it happened was Josh Allen, of course. And then so that was last year. And then the previous time before that was Otto Graham in the NFL championship game in 1954.
That's crazy.
So this only happened 3 times. 2 of them are Josh Allen. He's done it twice in the last 2 years. And the one before that was 70 years ago with Otto Graham. I looked up that game, by the way. The Browns beat the Lions in the NFL championship game 56-10. And the Lions were 3-point favorites.
Damn, I actually didn't realize that Otto Graham did that because I saw the stat everywhere that Josh Allen is the only guy to ever do it.
No, he did it in
They're
the championship
erasing
game.
Otto Graham history.
Yeah.
That should be that's the Josh Allen hat trick. If you have 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 throwing touchdowns, and then a interception that would get you benched on any other team.
Yeah.
All in the same game.
And it was just pure Josh Allen today. And it was also, I don't know what the Bucs are in some trouble because the Bucs, first of all, the Panthers are breathing down their neck. I think they're only a game back. They have to play the Lions next week. And the Bucs have lost 2 in a row. Their defense has been bad. The last 2 games, they've given up 850 yards and 72 points. Their special teams was atrocious today. I feel like we looked up and every other minute, the Bills were returning a kick into the Bucs territory. They started drives from Tampa's 36, their own 49, their own 44, and the Bucs 46. They were just ripping off returns, and then Josh Allen was being Josh Allen and scoring a touchdown.
He had some crazy throws today. I also think Sean Tucker had a great game for the Bucs.
I love Sean
Tucker. I don't know what it is about him, and I like Bucky too. I like watching Bucky run. Rashad White is okay. But when Sean Tucker runs with the football, maybe it's the size of his shoulder pads. He looks like a 1990s running back.
Well, it's also because he is famous Sean Tucker from the Syracuse tweets. Same guy, the best tweets ever, when he would just give a post-game tweet from every game. And he's big on the word pleased. So I'll read a couple of the Syracuse ones. So he would do win or loss. So this one was from September 2022. He said, Friday we won Syracuse 22, Virginia 20. I'm pleased with the outcome of the game. We made mistakes, but we were 4-0. I'm not pleased with my performance, but I'm doing my part to help the team win. The grind never stops, nor will number 34. I rushed for 60 yards and 5 receptions for 45 yards. And then he does the hashtag pleased, but instead of E and A, it's 34.
Yeah.
So it's PL34SED. And then here's one from a loss. Saturday, we lost Syracuse 24, Notre Dame 41. I'm not pleased with the outcome of the game. It just wasn't our day. I'm not pleased with my performance, so I'm grinding harder this week on and off the field. I rushed for 60 yards, a touchdown, 4 receptions for 32 yards. Hashtag pleased. Now, the beauty of Sean Tucker is you're like, well, he doesn't wear 34 anymore. He wears 44. Guess what? His post-game tweets now, it's pleased with 34, hashtag pleased with a 34, and then also a hashtag pleased with a 44. He does them both.
It's both of It's both college Sean Tucker and NFL Sean Tucker
PL
evaluating his game.
44 SED.
Was he pleased today?
He I don't know if he's tweeted. He will say pleased after a loss. Yeah, he did it. He did pleased after last week's loss.
You got to be pleased. I mean, you had how many? You had 3 touchdowns today.
He was awesome.
Yeah, you got to be pleased.
He did do pleased after the loss last week to the Patriots. Did not add any commentary, but just pleased. Both 34 and 44. But he was great. And the Bucs, I don't know. They're just, I feel like they need to get a little healthier receiving because they kind of just run out of options, and their defense has to play a hell of a lot better. But they're in a little bit of a mini spiral.
I would say so.
And they were one of those teams through 6-7 weeks where we all were looking like, oh man, Baker MVP, and Baker played okay today. He did have it was basically a back and forth. Whoever makes a mistake first, even though Josh Allen did make that mistake to start the game, but I think Baker might have had a pick, and then there was a fumble, and it was just like, all right, now the Bills have the game.
Yeah, Todd Bowles went deep in his bag of stupid plays today when he punted on 4th and 2.
Yep. He punted on the Bills 40 as well.
That was a classic Todd Bowles moment. I thought that we had wiped it clean with his new in-game manager that takes over all those assignments for him.
Yep.
But that was a big-time flashback to Todd Bowles from like 3 years ago where he would just always punt. It was his favorite play. I am not super concerned about the Bucs. I still think they're going to win that division. I know the Panthers are breathing down their neck.
They play twice.
As long as the Panthers don't get favored any more games,
The Panthers and the
I'll
Bucs
be okay with that.
play twice. So if either team sweeps it,
And
they should win the South.
Do the Bucs have any more games in cold weather? That's the other thing. This is a weather game for me. They've never won in Buffalo, so now they're 0-4 in Buffalo. It was a little chilly up there. Baker had like the biggest coat on ever before the game.
They do not have any more games in cold weather.
I understood why Josh made the two gloves comment to him.
Yep. They do have to play the Rams next week.
That's, like spiritually cold weather.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying that's not an easy game. That could be, 3 in a row. It could be 4 out of 5. Zach, where are you at with the Bucs? Are you pleased?
You guys covered a lot of the game. I mean, the defense just had no answer for Josh Allen. That was tough to watch. Josh Allen so hard today.
He did.
Yeah,
he Josh Allen'd all over your face.
He Allen'd all over us at will, I would say. The special teams was tough, too. Like, almost every return was like maybe crib. Like, they might take this one, might take the next one. I'm a little worried. I feel good. I say this a lot, but somebody's got to win the South. It's not exactly the most competitive division, so hopefully we can go ahead and lock that down, but tough day.
Panthers, though. Watch out for the – are you worried about the Panthers?
I'm not worried about the Panthers.
I love that.
Yeah. I like that confidence too, Zach. Why not?
Bryce Young, I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
He had 400 yards today.
Good for him. Yeah, but still, I'd like to reiterate, not worried about the Panthers.
They're 5-2 since Meow Mix retired.
And worried about our defense, but
just throwing these out there.
Let the man talk with his chest a little bit.
I know, but I'm just saying, the Panthers have a lot harder of a schedule left. They have to play the Rams, the Niners, and the Seahawks still. So that's not easy. And then the Bucs twice.
I feel like the Bucs have had a gauntlet.
The Bucs have had a gauntlet. They're after this game against the Rams, it lightens up a little bit for them where they have the Falcons, the Saints, the Dolphins. Although the Dolphins, who knows? Cardinals. So yeah, the Bucs should be fine. You know what? I'm with you.
I think he's right to not be worried about the
Don't
Panthers.
be worried.
Yeah.
the toughest part of we were weathering the storm right now. I think the weather clears up a little bit moving forward.
Yep. I'll do you one more. If you're 6-5 after losing to the Rams, and then the Panthers, I believe they play the 49ers next week, and the Panthers beat the 49ers, so then the Panthers become 7-5, and you guys are sitting there at 6-5. They're on top. I would still not be worried.
No.
I think you got it.
I think you got it too. You get some guys back.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, and that's big too. Guys have been going out all season. We need to get some guys back.
You need to get some guys back. Everyone needs to get some guys back. You guys especially.
That's football, tough sport. Guys get hurt.
It is. Guys get hurt all the
To Zach's
time.
credit, Bryce Young's 0-4 against the Bucs.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, even if you split with the Bucs, you should be, with the Panthers, you should be fine. But especially if you beat them twice, then it's definitely over.
On to bright horizons.
You control your own destiny.
Let's do it.
Yeah, this game was fun though. Josh Allen. Yeah, I mean, this was. I mean, the Bills kind of needed this game too.
Yeah, for sure. When Josh starts doing his thing where he drifts around the pocket and then plants his feet, that's when you know that some good shit's about to happen.
Yeah.
And we got to see that version of Josh today a little bit.
And the Bills play short week. They have to play the Texans at Houston on Thursday night. So we'll see. It's tough. CJ Stroud should be back.
Yeah.
Davis Mills,
We think.
doing well, 2-0.
I don't know. How does that factor into the concussion protocol when they have to start doing DNPs early in the week for Thursday night?
I think he's going to be, because it's been 2 weeks. So usually I would imagine he's going to be back.
I would think
so. Do
so.
you want him back? Because Davis Mills.
Because you have to clear something, I think, on Monday for a Thursday night game, and then you have to have 2 days of no. I think he'll probably be back.
Yeah, we don't know shit about the concussion protocol.
No.
We think we do.
Just have him wear 3 Guardian caps.
Yeah, just bubble wrap them.
Yeah.
Okay, the Bills' run defense though is a problem. I mean, Sean Tucker was awesome.
Yep. It's an issue. The Bills are not a juggernaut by
No.
any means. I don't think that they should be considered to be pencil them into the Super Bowl. They got their issues.
How many teams in the entire NFL would you say you trust with your life?
All right, so I think the Rams. I think
Rams
they're one of those
definitely.
teams now. Maybe the Eagles, but
Whoever
we
wins tonight.
Yeah, whoever wins
Okay, yeah,
tonight.
we haven't. We're taping this before.
Eagles/Lions. I would trust one of
We'll
those
do a
teams.
knee-jerk reaction. Whoever wins that game, we will say we trust.
Yep.
And I think that's it out of the NFC.
And then in the AFC,
In the AFC, I trust with my life. Who are the
Hank, did
Patriots
you wanna-
playing in this example?
Hank, do you want to throw one in there?
I'm waiting for your response.
Well, who are you playing in this example that we're doing?
Who else? The Colts?
The Ravens.
No, I'm saying
I actually
who
think in
would-
the AFC, I don't. I think it's just so wide open that no one would shock me at this point.
I personally trust Drake May and Vrabel with my life.
Okay.
I would put my life in their hands.
This is the fun part of the NFL.
Yeah.
You never know. Who's good?
I think I trust the Colts.
I don't. I would trust the Patriots over the Colts.
Well, who are they? Are they playing each other?
Yeah. Probably. It's still Daniel Jones. I don't know. It's a tough
I think
one.
I would trust the Colts over the Patriots.
I think it's bullshit that people are saying that the Patriots have had the easiest schedule of all time.
Why?
Because they can't control that.
Because it's the
I
third
agree,
easiest
Max. Thank
schedule
you.
of all time.
Oh, they have the third easiest schedule of all
But you
time.
mean of all time.
Okay, that's
But
a
it's
good
bullshit
point.
everyone's saying it's
Max,
The beauty
that's
about
good.
schedules is you
Max,
can't
that's a
hide in
good
the
point.
playoffs.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Max.
You can't hide.
I'm agreeing with you. It's bullshit that,
He just
that
said
they're saying that.
I
Yeah,
know.
he's agreeing with you.
And I'm saying to your point,
Of all time,
Yeah, of all time. I mean, it's not the easiest. It's not the easiest schedule of all time.
And I'm
it's the third easiest
of all time.
of all
Yeah,
time.
it's not the easiest.
I'm also sick of
You're
people
right.
saying that Drake May is not a good quarterback because he is.
I think
He's the best. He's the best quarterback in the NFL right now when he throws to his first read by the stats. He just is. So drop that argument.
drop it.
Drop it.
Hey,
I don't.
hey,
I,
dog,
I, no,
drop it.
I was looking up the stats. I was looking up the stats,
What's in your mouth?
and it's
this is
bullshit.
the only stat you've ever
that the Hank toy?
found.
It's not true, Hank.
You've talked about this for a week.
I've talked about it for 4 days.
Didn't Jane Daniels haters try to do that last year to Jane Daniels?
Yeah, but they were just incorrect. They just said that. Sometimes you can just say stuff with no stats, but people are, they need to know the stats, and that's that Drake May is by far the best quarterback in the NFL at throwing to his first read. By far. It's not close.
That's good. If you're going to win MVP, you're going to be first in a lot of categories, and that's a good one to be first
Yeah.
in.
Also, Don Quixote would be your first read.
Sure.
How's it going?
It's going.
It's not.
No.
You haven't even cracked it open.
I was sick last
Where
week.
is it sitting?
I feel like being sick is the perfect time to
Yeah,
read.
it's
No, I couldn't even. I was barely able to function. It's
Oh,
on
really?
my kitchen
What'd you-
counter. Well, then I was
Did you travel this
weekend? Yeah. This week we'll get 100 in this week.
No
100 pages
shot you
or
get 100.
100
0% chance.
Okay, we'll see.
100 words?
100?
Hundo.
100 letters?
That means it's not going to happen. 100 words.
100 letters.
Letters.
For the record, I don't want you to do this. This sounds miserable.
I want him to try.
I
I
prove
don't
you
want
guys
you to do
wrong.
I want him to come in here and be like, yeah, you guys were right. I tried to read, and I can't.
And I want.
I think he's
it's
capable
so
of reading,
windy.
but it's so fucking boring.
You think?
Yeah, I think.
We don't know.
I think
I
you're
read a
capable.
whole.
don't know.
I read a whole page the other day.
I mean, if you were to ask AWLs from when they've heard you read out loud, it's
Can we?
not great.
Can you pull up the second page?
oh, don't do this.
Come on.
Oh no, no, I'm
on,
actually
come
not.
on.
pulling
I
it.
care about.
I'm
our
not.
listeners.
Yeah, that was
not do
that was the most boring 45 seconds. In the
Oh,
history
who
of this
cares?
podcast.
It's
No.
Idiot Jazz. We do what we want.
You're going to make him sick again. That's what got him sick the 1st time.
I will be bored.
Yeah, that's true. Hank got Hank's body rejected words.
He read a page and he was like, I think I'm allergic.
He read a page and immediately went home and was like, I can't move.
His temperature climbed to 106.
We take him to the ER. Like, what's the symptoms? I read a page.
Tune in next week.
He's no selling
Yeah,
everything tonight.
No, you feel one way, I feel the other,
Well, no, I'm not. I don't feel one way. I know,
and I know the other way.
which is
I'm gonna read.
okay. Next game, Bears 19, Vikings 17. Bears are 7-3. I don't know how they keep doing it. This actually was a reverse of the other games where the Vikings almost stole the game from the Bears.
Yeah.
And then the Bears stole it back.
You almost got 9'd.
We almost got 9'd. 9, by the way, has 9 interceptions through 6 games. So it's nice that he's got that. Yeah, the Bears, this game, I thought it was going to be, as soon as Cairo Santos missed the field goal to try to go up 9 in the fourth quarter, I was like, oh, fuck, this is going to be a replay of week 1 where it's like the Bears should win this game, and then J.J. McCarthy starts throwing dimes at the end, and he did to go down the field, but they forgot about Devin Duvernay because he returned the kick, and then Cairo Santos goes from the guy who's getting blamed to the guy who hits the game-winning kick, and the Bears are 7-3, and I don't know. I'm just having fun. I'm just enjoying this team, but I don't fucking know because nothing has been easy, and no win has been convincing except the Cowboys win, which feels like months ago. They have 5 games. They have 5 wins this year where they have come back and taken the lead in under 2-minute warning. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. They're I think they're a good team. I really do.
I'm starting to think they're a good team.
I think if you have to judge what teams are great what teams are good, what teams are meh, and then below average teams in the NFC. I would put the Bears solidly in the good category.
Yeah, I think so. I have not done it yet because I have not felt it, but now 7-3 and winning. Listen, this is also one of those things where Caleb Williams can do. He could just roll out of bed and people will be like, "Oh, I can't believe he did that." The offense wasn't great today, but Brian Flores was insane. He blitzed 78% of Caleb Williams' dropbacks.
Yeah,
he was just blitzing the fuck out of him. And Caleb Williams' ability to get out of pressure is now like an elite quality that he has. That is an elite thing he does.
He's able to duck, he's able to spin, and then he sprints out in panic mode and gets usually like 7 yards when it looks like he was going to get sacked for 6.
Or find someone downfield. The Bears still have to figure out offensively how to not kick field goals, how to finish drives, how to catch the football. Had a few more drops today that were maddening. But like DeAndre Swift has been just completely different this year. He is just running so mad. That the game basically was the start of the game. The Bears offense looked bad. I think we had 2 3-and-outs and then maybe got 1 first down and then punted again. And then in the 4th drive when we scored a touchdown, it was just man football, DeAndre Swift down the field. Monangai scored the touchdown, but it was DeAndre Swift's drive. And I think they got to just identity-wise lean on the run and let Caleb be as elusive as he is, and guys got to catch the ball.
Do you think that they should start doing, you know how Ben Johnson just scouts every practice and see guys throwing? To be like, that guy could throw a trick play for me. He should do that, but with guys catching instead.
Yeah.
He should watch. I think he gets too enamored with the guy that throws the football and starts thinking about the trick play. Instead, look at the offensive lineman that's catching the pass.
Get it.
And being like, that guy should catch a pass for us.
And, I mean, they use Luther Burden more. He did have a drop. I got to use Colson Loveland more. He's awesome. Every time he gets the ball, it feels like it's his mission to run someone over and get an extra few yards.
I love watching guys like him play tight end.
Yeah.
Where he just becomes a psycho once he has the ball.
He's insane.
Yeah.
So get him the ball more. The run game is good. You know, DeAndre Swift, like I said, has been a monster, and Monangai didn't have the best game today, but I've liked what I've seen from him. And the defense, like I've talked about the injuries, we still don't really have a pass rush, but the guys in the back end have been playing their balls off. I mean, Byard's I think he leads the league in interceptions or is tied for it. Nashawn Wright had that incredible play on the ball for an interception in the end zone. CJ Gardner-Johnson's been awesome, and Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon should be. Jalen Johnson just got his practice window opened, which I didn't think he was coming back this year. So good things, positive things. 7-3. Still got to put together a full game, but wins are wins. We won't apologize for wins.
7-3 looks awesome next to your name.
Awesome.
It's a great couple numbers you get to look at.
We don't know who's gonna. We're taping this as the Eagles and Lions kick off, but right now the Bears are sitting in first place in the NFC North.
Do you want to figure out if the Bears are good?
Yeah,
I can do a thought experiment.
Okay, I do think I do officially think we've graduated to good. We're obviously not great, but we're good for right now. 7-3. You can't deny that they just find ways to win games, and it's the Ben Johnson effect because he has the guys ready to go and they make big plays. Like, yeah, it wasn't Caleb Williams making the game-winning drive, but that kick return by Duvernay was insane.
So you think the Bears are good? We will wait to do the thought experiment for another team that we can't figure out if they're good or not. Okay. Because I don't want to waste it. I think it's like an ironclad one that I've been searching for something because there's always teams that are maybe their record is really good at some point, but we're still not sure.
Yeah.
If we should actually put them in that category. We'll wait to find out. With the Vikings, things seem like they might not be going so hot between Jefferson and 9.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy was hot ass for 57 minutes.
Yeah, and we've thought that maybe Bo Nix is the heir apparent to Tebow. They wear the same uniform. I understand that comparison. I think there's elements there. J.J. McCarthy is the new Tebow. He's the new Tebow. He just is. He's like, he'll throw an interception, go to the sidelines, and like pat everybody on the shoulder, be like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
We all got to step it up. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes he'll pull like some magic out of his ass in the fourth quarter. He actually played good on that last drive. Like he played good enough to win the game.
That last drive was great.
Somehow, but there was a moment in the game where he went down the line of receivers on the sidelines. And he was like, come on, guys, pick your heads up. We got this. We got this. And Jefferson looked at him and was like, hey, just chill. Just chill for a second.
Right.
And that's the first step in terms of, dude, you need to shut the fuck up and start playing better.
He was getting booed at home today.
Yeah.
Which I understand because this isn't like the Vikings were in a rebuilding year. They won 14 games last year.
Yeah.
And it's just not they have not played well or up to that level, even close to it.
Yeah. And after they threw that go-ahead touchdown, he goes to the sidelines, and KOC grabbed him. It's just like, hey, you did a good job on that one. But, like, you could tell that JJ was like, I did it again. 9 did it again.
Yep.
He's here.
And I think Ben Johnson said it. I'm just going to follow my coach because I would die for Ben Johnson. He said 7-3 is nothing to scoff at. As ugly as it can be at times, we're capable of finding a way. That's really none of it has been sitting back and enjoying Sunday, being like, wow, the Bears are going to dominate this game. Everything's been tight. Everything's been close. But 7-3 is at some point you're just like, yeah, this team is good.
Have you thought about what it's going to be like to have a playoff game?
No, I think we have to get one more win for me to then get to a point. So if we beat the Steelers next week, I will then officially declare if we don't get to the playoffs, it will be a disaster. But one more. I'm just so scared of the
What's the
schedule
magic
coming
number?
up. I'm so scared of the schedule coming up.
I think the magic number is 3. I think if you get to 10.
Yeah. So if we beat the Steelers, that's what I'm saying. Like if we beat the Steelers and can't find a way to go 2-4 down the stretch, that would be a disaster.
Yeah.
So it's basically winning next week will then have me be like, all right, now I'm thinking about, hey, we're gonna probably go to the playoffs.
If this was college football and we had to make a case for which team is going to represent the NFC North, our teams, which teams do you think would have the strongest resume?
Lions and Bears.
Probably Lions, yeah. Probably Lions and Bears. Because the Packers have a bad loss.
They got the worst loss.
They have the worst loss on the schedule to the Browns.
Strength of record, not great.
Right. The Lions have the best win against the Bucs and the Ravens when the Ravens were still healthy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
probably a two. It's a two bid league, and we get the second bid.
It was against the Ravens when the Ravens were healthy, but may have still sucked before they fixed their defense.
Right. They were ranked though.
They were ranked. Yeah. Yeah.
They were still ranked.
Yeah. It's like playing against Miami.
It was a ranked. Yeah. So I'm excited. It's just fun to watch.
You guys are so
winning
good
football
that it looks like Aaron Rodgers is ducking you next week.
Yeah, so that's the big thing is Aaron Rodgers. I had this date circled that Aaron Rodgers is going to come back to Soldier Field, and now what is the most recent report that we
Slight
just got?
break of his left wrist.
Okay.
So it's looking like it's going to be Mason Rudolph.
Which
you got to beat Mason Rudolph.
Mason Rudolph might be better than Aaron Rodgers. He played better than Aaron Rodgers in the second half.
It's his left
His
wrist.
mustache is stronger.
I personally would play through a broken left wrist. If I was a
would as
right-handed quarterback,
I would as well.
is that his lighter? No, that's his bong holding hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a tough one for him to play through.
Yeah. Caleb Williams also, by the way, I think has the record for most game-winning drives. Fourth quarter comeback wins in a single season with 5. So Bears record. He's been awesome. I mean, this wasn't the best game offensively, but again, it's a divisional game against Brian Flores, who 78% of dropbacks. That's actually like criminal. Mm-hmm. You're like, they should throw a flag. Be like, dude, you can't blitz that much. You used up all your blitzes.
You can't. Yeah, you have to.
That's too many blitzes.
You have to start counting Mississippi at some
That's
point.
too many blitzes that are getting thrown away. But yeah, I don't know. I think Vikings fans are definitely in a bad spot with JJ right now.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
And if you're an elite wide receiver like Jefferson, at some point you got to be like, you need to chill, like back off.
Yeah, just let me just be me.
Like I'm upset. You talking to me isn't going to make it any better.
Yeah, leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
His answer might just be like more face paint.
I gotta get even crazier with it.
Niner.
I gotta get even more 9 on him.
Yeah. Well, he is 9 for the first 3 quarters, but it's the German one, and then he switches it up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, he was not good. He was not good to start the game. All right. Let's do quick ad before we get to some more games. DraftKings. We're only a few weeks into the NBA season. It's already wild. Stars are going off. Rookies are making noise, and the action doesn't stop. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is where you can get in on all of it with more markets open for more of the game. DraftKings is live when others aren't, so you're always in the game when it matters most. No wonder it's the number one sportsbook for live betting. Bet your favorite player props all game long, and don't forget the Emirates NBA Cup is rolling along. Big moments, big matchups, and a whole lot on the line. Don't miss out. Jump in and bet on the action today. New customers bet just $5 and get $200 if your bet wins. Paid in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE. Bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. We're also brought to you by our friends at Nutrafol. You've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, like that actually works. I did too until I found out that Nutrafol isn't like the rest of them. Nutrafol is a physician-formulated, clinically tested, and dermatologists recommend it. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. And now, Nutrafol is the official hair growth partner of Major League Baseball. You can feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. While many supplements rely solely on ingredient studies, Nutrafol clinically tests final formulations to ensure their efficacy using a variety of hair measurement tools like hair counts and pull tests to assess growth, quality, shedding, and texture. Adding Nutrafol into your daily routine is simple. Purchase online, no prescription required. See thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code PARDON. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, code PARDON. That's Nutrafol, promo code PARDON. Max, you can go watch. We'll do a couple more games, and you can go watch. Or do you want to watch right here?
Max has the earphones off.
He has the headphones off. Max, you want to watch right here? Where's he going? He's leaving?
He's gone.
A.J. Brown caught a pass? Yeah, he did. Okay, that's great. He's going to stream. All right, let's do a couple more games, and then we will go watch Sunday Night Football. Panthers 30, Falcons 27. Bryce Young.
Bryce did it. His best game as a pro, by far.
448 yards. You know Bryce Young, fun fact about Bryce Young this season, he has a 300-yard game. He has a 400-yard game. He has a lot of 100-yard games. He does not have a 200-yard game.
Yeah. He had that one against the Cardinals earlier this season, and today he had it was the Bryce Young game. He had 448 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks today. It was his career high in passing yards. I believe it was a Carolina Panthers franchise record for Bryce Young today. He had another win. Now, 10 of his career 12 wins have been fourth-quarter comebacks.
He has more fourth-quarter comebacks than Joe Burrow.
Fourth-quarter comebacks require your defense to stop somebody.
Of course, but I'm just saying, like that's when I saw that stat, I was like, what?
Yep.
More than Jordan Love? Like it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Jordan Love, yeah.
He is more than Jordan Love. Like he's more than Brock Purdy.
I guess if you're on a team that loses a lot of games, or at least falls behind in a lot of games,
yeah,
you have more
chance.
Opportunities for fourth-quarter comebacks.
Still, Bryce. And he also had he was really banged up. If you saw him walking to the podium, it was very funny. He was very, very hobbled walking to the podium. We also had a moment in this game where it was going to be, oh no, Bryce Young's the butt of the jokes because they had the 4th and 1 where they were down 2 in the fourth quarter and he tripped. I don't know if he got hurt on that play. I think he might have been very smart. He took our advice, which we always give. If you have an embarrassing play, just stay down.
Yeah.
Because he stayed down. But he had a 4th and 1, tripped, fell, got touched, and then the Falcons kicked a field goal to go up 5. And Bryce Young said, you left too much time for me. And he went down the field. Tet McMillan is a monster. Mm-hmm. He was getting Xavier Legette involved. Goes down, takes the lead. Falcons, Kirk Cousins, he comes down, ties it. And then Bryce Young does it again in overtime. Great game from Bryce Young. And the Panthers are 1 game out of the NFC South lead. They're 6-4. 6-5, sorry. 6-5. But they're kind of fun.
Yeah, the Panthers are fun. They're frisky, for sure.
Don't make them favorites, but they're fun.
The catch radius on Ted is just unreal.
Insane.
And so
Bryce eight catches for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Bryce is like, just chuck it up, let Ted jump in the air and bring it down for me. And the Falcons, this is bad for the Falcons. I think that I've been hesitant to say, like, Raheem Morris is on the hot seat. He's on the hot seat now.
Well,
He's definitely on the hot seat. This is 5 in a row that the Falcons have lost. Their offense, that's the move that he has to make, is to fire the offensive coordinator.
do you know?
If he doesn't, I don't know what they're doing. At one point today, the Falcons were 3 for 28. There are those numbers again in their last 3 games on third downs. And I
that
think they
also-
finished 3 of 29 actually.
And we should say Michael Penix was playing well before he got hurt.
Yeah.
And Drake London also went out of the game late, and he was a monster as always. Michael Penix was 13 for 16 for 175 yards before he got hurt. So you don't know what happens if he stays in the game. But yeah, the Falcons. So you mentioned Raheem Morris, hot seat. Here's a bad stat for Raheem Morris. The last time the Falcons started 3-7 on the season, they fired their head coach, Dan Quinn, and interim head coach Raheem Morris took over.
Yeah.
Remember, he was the head coach, and then he left, and then was the head coach again.
And then
he was in the building the last time they started 3-7. He knows the feeling, and his boss got fired.
And then I think they interviewed, I want to say Vrabel, McDonald. Who else? They interviewed some really good coaches that offseason too before they settled on Raheem Morris.
No. Oh, not at the last time.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm saying
yeah.
like when they made the choice to bring him back in.
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick, yeah.
Which,
And
by the way,
Jordan.
Bill Belichick has announced that he's taking his name out of the Giants job.
Yeah, because there were all the rumors.
There was
you,
all the
you
rumors.
left that part out. The rumors were swirling.
What
And
was his
so
exact statement?
His statement was, although I keep hearing about it from places and I respect the Giants organization, I'm not interested.
Did he say we're on to Wake Forest?
Yeah.
So that was Jordan.
Yeah. It was pretty obviously Jordan that released it. She was like, you know what, Bill? Let's get your name out there. Let's just talk. There were probably like 3 people on Twitter that said Belichick to the Giants. She was like, we have to take advantage of this momentum because she's smart.
Yeah. This was just, I mean, the Falcons I feel bad for Falcons fans. In my power rankings last week, it was the fans deserve to have a class action lawsuit against the organization.
Yeah, it's very bad right now. I could see Raheem Morris.
And Bijan
Like
was
Arthur
good.
Blank-
Bijan was going off to start the game. He had 2 touchdowns. He felt like every time he got the ball, they couldn't tackle him.
Arthur Blank should be like, hey, either the offense coordinator has to go or you're gone.
Yeah.
And see what happens after. That might be what happened with Dan Quinn, too. They were just like, hey, you have to clean house or else we're going to fire you. And he said no.
Yeah.
I could see Arthur Blank doing that.
The Falcons, by the way, the Panthers' social post after just made the Falcons stadium a big kitty litter.
Love that.
I think I get that. Well, I guess they shit all over him.
Yeah, took
but they
a
also
piss and
needed
shit.
overtime and some like crazy shit to happen. But they did shit all over him.
Yeah, I think if you're the Panthers' social media, you take your wins whenever you can get them.
Yeah. Dave Canales, Coach of the Year? Probably not.
I got Shane Steichen.
It's probably going to go Shane Steichen.
Yeah.
It's probably going to go Shane Steichen.
Mike McDaniel
Ben Johnson,
for keeping the locker room.
keeping the locker room there. But yeah, the Falcons, it's a bad scene. It's just a bummer because they have so many guys that everyone like, hey, that guy's awesome.
That's
That
right.
guy's
They
awesome.
interviewed Harbaugh as well.
That's a sliding doors moment.
Yeah.
He would have been a good coach there.
I do think that it would be an attractive opening. One of the hottest openings.
You think it's already done 2 years in for Raheem Morris?
I think so.
Because then they become the team that just keeps a revolving door going.
I think it's got to be. I think you got to go with somebody new, somebody that wasn't part of the revolving door before. Right now, you hired a guy that got stuck in the revolving door, and you just let him back inside because he got lost.
Yeah, he came back around. You're like, that's a familiar face.
Yeah.
We remember him.
But yeah,
Good for the Panthers.
Let's see. Yeah, they interviewed Harbaugh, Vrabel, McDonald. A lot of good coaches on that. Ben Johnson,
Joe Brady.
Aaron Glenn, great coach. Memes.
Aaron Glenn.
Yep.
Could have been Aaron Glenn. It said you got him, memes. Okay, next game. Jameis. Packers 27, Giants 20. Jameis, there was a lot of wind today. Hank, by the way, what's up with the wind?
A lot of wind. It's that time of year.
I didn't like that. Weather's not real. Too much wind.
A lot of wind. A lot of overs still hit, though.
There's 3 missed extra points in this game. It might have actually been more. Felt like every single one was a missed extra point. The Packers win. The Jameis was still fun. He had a couple Jameis moments. He was actually doing Mike Kafka did a pretty good job, pretty good game plan here where he's like, we're going to pound the rock, and they did pound the rock and let Jameis make some big third down throws. We also had Jameis with a 10-yard QB sneak, which was awesome.
Great. They're calling it the crab walk.
Yeah.
I like that.
Double Josh Allen's longest QB sneak.
Incredible.
Yeah.
He just kept going.
Kept on
Jameis
going.
was like, I'm still up. Somebody come push me.
It was great, but the Packers were too much, and it was Jordan Love. That third and 10 pass that he made to Savion Williams was just – Jordan Love has a knack of doing those things where it's like he just keeps floating, and then he finds someone, he throws the ball up, and it's just perfectly placed. And I'm like, fuck, I can't believe that happened.
That was the 32-yard one.
Yeah, 33-yard one. It was 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10,
and
yeah.
And they were midfield, which they weren't in field goal range because they don't have a field goal kicker, and also it was windy, and he makes that throw. And then Christian Watson was insane with that catch. That he had 2 great touchdown catches, one from Malik Willis, but that Christian Watson touchdown catch and throw to win the game was pretty insane.
Yeah, 2 perfect passes, and I went away from this game still not knowing if the Packers are good or not.
Their defense is good.
Their defense is very, very good.
Yes.
But I also think that Packers fans would agree with me. Like, Packers fans seem like it's them and the Steelers. If I were to power rank the fan bases that hate their team the most, despite the fact that they are currently in the playoffs, I would have Packers and Steelers tied for first. Jaguars might be in there too.
Jaguars might be in there.
But Packers fans are pissed off, not just about the offense, which looks different. In the first half today, they seemed like they were doing a pretty good job running the ball. Josh Jacobs
got hurt.
Like they were having some nice creative plays in the running game, and then Jacobs got hurt, and Malik Willis came in, and LaFleur did a great job, I think, with Malik Willis being in the game. And then Love kind of came in the fourth quarter and was like, I'm going to do my fadeaway shit where I just get incredible at the most clutch times. But I still think that Packers fans are frustrated. And then,
yeah, he was. Jordan Love wasn't like great today. It was windy conditions, but he did make those big throws. You're like, fuck, he can still make those big throws.
The kicking situation is going to be something that and I know it was windy today. The Packers don't have a field goal kicker.
Just sign Justin Tucker so I can make fun of the Packers.
Do you think we should ask Peter King this? Peter King, I presume, still has a Hall of Fame vote?
Isn't he retired?
But I think he probably gets one, right?
Yeah, maybe.
You think he turned that in like it was his gun and a badge?
Probably not.
Will Peter King vote for Justin Tucker for the Hall of Fame? Because Justin Tucker is a Hall of Fame kicker. Peter King famously said, like, if Darren Sharper was eligible and on the ballot and I thought he was good enough, I would vote him for the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Is he going to stay true to his morals?
It's a good question.
We need to know, Peter.
It's a really good question. The Packers, by the way, here's a weird stat. 5 out of their 6 wins this season, they've scored exactly 27 points.
That is wild.
That's wild. Jordan Love mentioned it in the post game. He's like, I guess we scored the right amount of points today.
27.
27. No, Hank, nothing.
Hank's locked in.
He's locked in. 27. We were just making a joke because everyone says 6-7, and then we were doing 27.
I got it. I just didn't have anything to add. That's fine.
For the kids.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterboo was there on a scooter.
Yep.
You see that?
Scooter Boo?
He definitely is. He's going to get way more hurt riding that scooter around than he would if he just had a boot.
Definitely.
He's definitely doing wheelies on it. Kick-ass subwoofer put in probably.
Jameis said after the game, I could sing Hamilton. I sing it with my boys all the time, but I would rather sing the victory song with my teammates.
Well said.
Yeah.
I thought he played pretty good. That interception, I don't think was even his fault.
I think it was a miscommunication in the end zone.
Jalen Hyatt took responsibility for it. He
Yeah.
said that he ran a bad route on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like those type of interceptions where it wasn't like Jameis didn't see him. He just expected a guy to be a place that he was not.
Yeah.
Would they have gone for 2? That's what I would ask if I was a journalist after.
Kafka? Yeah.
You got to.
He's Northwestern.
You got to.
Brainiac.
This is the first time the Packers defense has held opponents to 20 or fewer points in 7 of their first 10 games since they last won the Super Bowl. So their defense is it.
Yeah.
Their defense is very, very good. Their offense is still a work in progress. I'll say this, when the Bears and the Packers play in a few weeks, I wish we could do a prop of drop passes because the Packers drop so many passes. They just drop passes left and right.
Yep.
I also would love to know, Packers fans got to be frustrated. Romeo Doubs got to be frustrating, right? Because he does things sometimes where you're like, that guy's special, and then he drops passes or gets hurt, and it has to be frustrating.
Yeah, I think they're very frustrated with the state of the offense.
Yeah.
Needs to change.
But they won. I was hoping Jameis would pull it off. He does look good.
He does.
He looks good.
And he gave a good pump-up speech.
Yep.
Not the weird Jameis. We just got good, pure, focused, excited, aggressive Jameis.
Yep. Okay, next game.
I have a question for you, though.
Yeah.
Do you turn your head to eat a taco?
What?
Do you turn your head to eat a taco? Or do you turn...
Maybe a little.
Oh, you let the taco dominate you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to have a taco to I think it's... Yeah, because you're like not trying to spill.
You turn your head for the taco. You don't turn the taco.
No, because then it will spill.
It could.
Yeah, if you turn the taco,
Or if you
it's gonna
grip it
spill.
like an alpha, if you take dominance over the taco.
Well, I'm not. You're doing a soft taco.
No, I'm
doing a hard.
This is
taco.
how I eat a taco. I go.
But that's a soft. What you're gripping right now is
Yeah.
a soft taco. That is not a hard taco. You just crushed your hard taco. That's what you're. So soft taco is totally different. I wouldn't move my head for a soft taco.
Okay, you're talking about like
What if you're eating two tacos?
a tortilla shell. You turn both. I'm not. You can't turn your head both ways. So you go like that with a taco. This is Cam Scatterboot's question that he wanted to know.
No, if for a hard shell, I turn my head. I would say for a soft shell, probably not.
I go. You can also go straight on,
Yeah,
and no one changes. It's just like I'll meet the taco where it is.
I guess I got to get a taco
Yeah.
to find out.
Let's order tacos tonight and figure it out.
These are the type of questions that I definitely have there's one way I do it that naturally I'm doing it, but I've never thought about it. It's like the balls in, balls out question about pissing. I know I have a way, I just don't know.
Does anybody take their balls out?
I think like if you pull your underwear underneath your balls,
Yeah, I just go leave the boys indoors.
I think I might go balls out. I don't know. I'll have to test both. I'll eat a taco while I'm taking a piss.
That'll be
And
good.
I'll report back on Wednesday's show.
So then you'll be
Yeah. We'll find out both.
okay.
Steelers 34, Bengals 12. Steelers defense. Can we be done with the Bengals?
Yeah, we're done with the Bengals.
All right, thank you.
But as of last week, they were still in it. Now they're not.
But they also have just a miserable 4 games coming up. We're done with the Bengals.
Yep.
I'd like to it's nice every now and then to just be done with teams. We're done with the Bengals this year. There's been thrilling moments. Joe Flacco has had some fun moments, but we're done with the Bengals. They're not making the playoffs. Joe Burrow, don't rush back. We're done. I think Bengals fans would agree. We're done with the Bengals this year.
I would agree. Their offense, they turned the ball over. The Steelers' defense allowed 1 touchdown. They scored 2 touchdowns.
Yep. Steelers defense looked awesome today. And it's not like you could say, oh, yeah, well, Joe Flacco is 40 years old. But Joe Flacco has been lighting up some of these teams, and he lit up the Steelers 3 weeks ago. So good adjustments on the Steelers. The big thing from this game was the Jamar Chase, Jalen Ramsey, these two teams don't like each other moment where it looks like Jamar Chase might have spit on Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. After the game, Jamar said, I never opened my mouth to that guy. I didn't spit on nobody. Then you watch the video. I say conclusively, upon further review, Jamar Chase broke COVID protocols and he spat on Jalen Ramsey. Mm-hmm. And then Jalen Ramsey said, like, at that point, the game's over. I'm going to fight you.
Yeah.
Which I get. Like, I respect that. He's like, yeah, I'm not thinking about getting a flag. I'm not thinking about my team.
Also, the game was not over at that moment.
Yeah, but it
was 20-9 and the Bengals were on 4th and 1 in that game on first down.
I think he was saying, like, at that point, we're not playing football anymore.
Right. This is man stuff.
This is man's guy. It's probably the most disrespectful thing you can do to somebody on a football field.
So
I would say
Gotta be a sussy.
Yeah,
sussy.
so remember Jalen Carter week 1, he got suspended. He never took a snap, so they're like, well, him getting kicked out of the game was a suspension.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase played the whole game. He's got to be sussed.
Gotta be.
I'd say worse things are spitting on somebody, stepping over somebody, doing horns down. You got to include that.
I wouldn't hate it if the NFL made a rule though, where it was like you pick your captains for the game. You also pick your one spitter. So like you jaw in with someone, you got to call in your spitter.
Yeah.
And he's just spitting on everyone.
Designated
and then the
spitter.
spitters go up against each other and they're just spitting each other's face.
Yeah. The DS.
This shit happens. Just kind of hope that it doesn't. If you're Jamar Chase, you would have preferred it to not be in 4K with the. I love how everyone was tweeting out after, like, we got the sideline cam. Jamar Chase did in fact spit. He's frustrated.
Yeah, he's frustrated. Still, probably shouldn't
spit on people.
Shouldn't spit. I actually think it should go one further. Jalen Ramsey should then have, what was that, 10 minutes of game time or whatever, that he gets to do something and not be suspended for.
Yep.
Because he already served a 10-minute suspension for something he was in his right to do, which was punch Jamar Chase after getting spat on.
No, he should get a punch that he doesn't deserve.
Yeah.
He should get a free punch.
Yeah, get out of jail free card.
He gets one free punch going forward. The other big story is Aaron Rodgers might have broken his hand, which we said earlier, but it does. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a tough dude. He's played through a lot. Zach just typed in Aaron Rodgers hand update. And he's got it now.
I think we have it from Schefter, right?
He's got a broken hand, most likely. So he will not be playing one last time against the Bears. Unless they meet in the Super Bowl. What was that laugh?
That'd be awesome.
That'd be crazy. If either team got the Super Bowl, it'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts.
Yeah, the Steelers, Mason Rudolph is obviously not better than Aaron Rodgers, but maybe he is.
The field today was so bad.
PFT,
All-time
is that
bad
a crazy
field.
thing to say?
Yeah, yeah. But that's okay. You can
Aaron
say
Rodgers has not been playing well.
Yeah.
And the offense does not look explosive at all.
He's been playing well for a Steelers quarterback.
It was smart for them to bring back Mason Rudolph for these type of moments.
Yeah, I think Mason Rudolph can run that offense in the perfect Steelers fashion.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Rodgers elevated it a little bit. I think sometimes he was supposed to throw like a check down to the flat or Kenny Gainwell.
Yeah.
2-yard gain. And
Jalen Warren got hurt too.
It's like 2nd and 12, and that's what the play calls for. And he's like, let me just try to get the ball to Darnell. Mm-hmm. I think he would break script enough to make the Steelers offense a little bit better. But also shout out Darnell Washington because he should just get the ball on every single play.
He's the best.
The whole offense should be Darnell Washington just running people over.
Darnell Washington reminds me of this is going to date me, but when Madden first came out in the 90s, you could adjust the player ratings in the size of the players, and I made a team. I would every time a new Madden would come out, I would make my team 99 overall. Every player, all the players would be 7 feet tall and 500 pounds, and that's Darnell Washington.
Yeah, he's so much fun to watch.
And then I'd make my quarterback like 5'2". And so it'd just be every single player would be. You could do anything though because I would have 7-footers. 400 pounds that were also 99 speed. And it was so much fun. I just win every game by 1,000,000. But that's Darnell Washington.
The man's a fucking rhinoceros.
He's just
giving the ball every time.
Tossing people left and right. Just car crashes. And he's awesome. I love watching him get the ball.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Do you think the Steelers are good? Let's do it with the Steelers.
Okay, you want to do the Steelers?
Because I think the Steelers are perfect. The Steelers are 6-4.
Yep.
The Steelers, unlike the Bears, I guess we'll find out next week who's gooder, who's better. The Steelers, unlike the Bears, outside of obviously the first 2 weeks, have not had, and really only week 2 against the Lions, have not had games where they've gotten completely demolished. Mm-hmm. The Steelers have had games where they've gotten completely demolished. They got demolished against the Packers in that second half. They got demolished against the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. So I think they're a good test of are they gooder.
All right, so here's how we'll figure it out. I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
Can you imagine the Pittsburgh Steelers being on the schedule for the New England Patriots?
Yes.
Okay, then they might not be a good team. But plot twist, they did.
They did,
and they actually beat the New England Patriots. So now I don't know.
So that's the test.
They're actually the worst team to do it with.
That's the test. Is a team good?
Yeah. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine that logo being on the list?
Did the Patriots fumble 7 times in the red zone in that game?
That's not part of my metrics.
Got it.
I don't know.
So do another team.
Okay, what's another team that you're curious about if they're good?
Hank, you go.
The Bills.
Okay, the Bills. I think the Bills are a good team.
Yeah,
Bills are clearly
it's
a good
team like in the Jaguars. Could you imagine the Jaguars?
I could see them.
Seahawks.
No. They're good.
Broncos.
No.
Are you playing the Broncos? Do you play the Broncos?
No, I
don't.
can't. I don't see it.
Imagine it.
I don't see it.
Ravens.
Ravens and the Patriots. Nope.
Do you play the Ravens?
Yeah.
Well, they might not be good then.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, POT is like such a hater that it's fun. It's fun to be so good when when people are hating you this much, it's just a sign like you're good.
Yeah, I hate you because I ain't you.
It's also
Yeah,
very funny
literally.
because it's everything he's using against you is what people used against him last year,
Yep. Right.
for the entirety of the year.
Which is fine. Then you guys
One
proved it in the
read
playoffs.
schedule.
Yeah, Hank, that's how you stop it. It's
I
like-
know. Listen, people can say whatever they want. That's all they're gonna say. They're gonna deflect and say the schedule, and like I said when we were good back in the day, it's like nothing matters to the playoffs. The regular season starts in January.
Yep.
Okay, Texans Titans. Should we talk about that game real quick? Texans played with their food. They forgot that Nico Collins existed. Texans won 16, Titans 13. What was that
This
noise?
game, the Titans choked.
Well, the Titans always choke. They are a lesser version of the Browns, where they might not stick around for an entire half. This one they did. Their defense played really well. They actually got into, things are bad when the defense starts yelling at the offense on the sidelines. That happened in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Jeffrey Simmons yelling at the offense. And the Titans were in this game. They could have won this game. Cam Ward had a nice drive to tie it back up.
Yeah.
Davis Mills, though, he's a winner in the second half.
He's a
He
winner
did it again.
in the division.
Yeah, he went
in divisional games. He's 8-4-1 as a starter.
Wow.
Against other teams in the AFC South.
So they should just have him play in divisional
Yeah.
games. He was 12 for 19 for 144 yards and a touchdown in the second half. And again, he remembered that Nico Collins is awesome, because Nico Collins is awesome. Nico Collins. This is where it's like, a lot of talk is, hey, you need a competent backup to tread water. You also need a competent or a really good wide receiver to help your competent backup, because in the last two games with Davis Mills playing quarterback, Nico Collins has 16 catches for 228 yards and a touchdown. He made that big catch on the last drive for the game-winning field goal. He's been that dude.
Again, as long as the Texans offense can stay out of third and goal or second and goal from the 2 or 3 yard line.
Yep.
That would be preferable for them. I think that Davis Mills is one of the best backup quarterbacks. He's not going to do anything explosive, but just remembering that he has an awesome wide receiver to chuck it up to.
That's
kind of that's kind of half the job for a good backup quarterback. And with Cam Ward, I like what Cam Ward said after the game. He says they should go for it on all fourth downs for the rest of the year.
I agree with that.
Look at what the record is right now. They should just not punt. They should say, fuck it, let's just get reps in on offense.
Yeah.
I agree. There have been moments, and there's one every week with Cam Ward. Actually, there's two. There's two different moments every week. There's always a moment where he's like, that guy looks like rookie year Russell Wilson, where he throws like a nice moon ball or a great deep ball. Then there's one play every week where it's like, that guy looks like rookie year Jamarcus Russell,
Right.
where he just drops the ball or he takes a sack that he should have seen coming.
He did have that drop where the Titans were like, hey, we're going to do something here. He's like, nah, I'm just going to drop it.
Yeah. He does that he needs to stop doing the Jamarcus Russell plays
Yep.
and instead just be good Cam. But I think that there's been enough where you could look at Cam and say, like, if we got a good offensive, young offensive mind next season, Cam Ward still could be the guy.
Yeah.
And that's really what you're going for the rest of the season. It's just get to the end of the year and have some faith that Cam Ward's going to be the guy.
Yes. They're calling him Davis Chills, by the way, because he's so calm.
I did see his post-game interview that he did. He's
Yeah.
very, very calm.
D'Amico Ryan said, you trust your guys. That's what Davis has shown. Davis, keep me calm, because he's so calm in the moment. Davis Chills.
I like that.
He's so calm in the moment.
General Mills is pretty good too.
General Mills is very good.
And then we got Mills Mafia against Bills Mafia coming up.
Yeah. Listen, the Texans are not dead. The Texans are definitely in that. They have a really tough schedule coming up. They play the Bills, Colts, and Chiefs. But, I mean, if they win 2 out of 3 there, they're still very much alive. And that's a defense you do not want to see in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And Davis Mills is someone you do not want to see in the playoffs.
No.
No.
'Cause
we
we
how
don't.
did he get here? Am I in the playoffs?
We do not want to see Davis Mills.
You
in the
just
playoffs.
like, wait, did we make the playoffs or not?
Yeah.
Because why is Davis Mills here?
Yeah, they're not out of it. I think that the defense is they have a Super Bowl caliber defense for sure.
Who do the Titans don't have any primetime games, right? No way.
I can't imagine.
I could see them throwing a random Thursday night football at us. We just need to fast forward. I think Titans fans probably agree with that. We just need to fast forward to the end of the season for the Titans.
Just bury them at the 12 o'clock
Ooh,
or
they
1
play
p.m. games.
They still play the Browns and the Saints. Those are going to be some fun ones. Oh.
How many more wins do you think the Titans get this year?
I think they'll win one more
One
game.
more?
I think they'll have 2 wins at the end of the season.
I think 1.5 is probably the line right now.
And then they can trade their pick if they believe in Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I still don't know. I think Cam Ward he's done sometimes he flashes, like you said, where he flashes, you're like, okay, that looks good. You just can't judge a guy who has no one to throw to, and the entire Titans operation just is sloppy as fuck. I feel like they just get penalties and just shoot themselves in the foot. Yeah, he had a dime down the sideline, dropped it in a bucket at the end of the fourth quarter to tie the game up. That also is you should go for 2. I know that it didn't matter because they ended up giving up a field goal anyway.
Yeah.
Still, just go for 2 to show the guys, like, hey, we're in fuck it, let's just try to win games mode.
Yeah, I think Mike McCoy is looking at this team like, well, it's not really my team, so I don't want to do anything too crazy. Mm-hmm. It's like you're house sitting, so yeah, no parties or anything. No, Mike McCoy, these are the exact times where your team has nothing to lose. Go for it. Every fourth down, go for 2 every time. Mm-hmm. Nobody gives a shit what happens with your special teams.
Correct.
It's not going to do anything.
Okay, last game of the early slate. Jaguars 35, Chargers 6. I have a prediction. I think this is going to be a game where if we have Jim Harbaugh on in 10 years and we're like, what's the worst loss you ever had? He might say this game. Because the Jaguars outmanned and out-physicaled and were more violent and just played Jim Harbaugh football right down his throat. It was shocking. So the total yardage was 345 to 135. It was 102 yards, really, with non-garbage time. The Chargers ran 3 plays in the third quarter. The Chargers had, in between those 3 plays, the Jaguars went for 11-play drive, 7 minutes, touchdown, and a 16-play drive, 9 minutes, touchdown. They had 4 plays in 22 minutes of the second half to start the second half. Mm-hmm. Like, that was as thorough of a beating as you can give a team. And that's what the Jaguars did. And this is a Chargers team who, going into this game, led the league in time of possession. And the Jaguars just absolutely fucked them up. And credit to Liam Cohen and the Jaguars, because that was a loss last week that it could have spiraled, and they came out and they didn't leave any doubt in this game.
I think it's a well-coached team right now.
Yeah.
After it was 36-29, they gave up that huge lead in the fourth quarter. And then and they also lost Travis Hunter. Mm-hmm. It was a bad week for the Jaguars.
They blew a 19-point lead.
It was a bad week
Davis Chills
for the Jaguars. And then you're going up against the Chargers that you know are going to try to push you around. And so yeah, Liam Cohen, great job this week. And they didn't punt. And the Jaguars did not punt today.
Yeah.
So after the game, the punter and the long snapper wanted to take a picture with Trevor, holding up like the Wilt Chamberlain sign that said 100, that just said 0.
Yeah.
After the game was over. It's a big deal. The Jaguars are feeling good about themselves. Like I would put them on that list of current playoff teams whose fan bases kind of secretly hate them.
Yep.
But after a win like this, I'll take them off that list for now.
Yeah.
I think maybe give them 1 or 2 more games and we'll check in and see where they're at. But 6-4 is looking pretty good.
Also,
they're the hottest and coldest team in the league.
Yeah, they're ups
they
and
have
downs.
Great wins. If you're as a fan, you get excited. And then they just put up an absolute stinker.
Max is watching the Eagles game in the other room right now, but Liam Cohen said we play better pissed off.
Yeah, and
don't get the Jaguars after a loss.
I'm thinking that the Jaguars might be good now because their losses this year, the Seahawks, good team, Rams, really good team. They were beating the Texans until that last fourth quarter collapse last week, and then they lost to the Bengals and Joe Burrow in week 2. But besides that, they've beaten the Niners, they've beaten the Chiefs, and they've beaten the Chargers. Mm-hmm. So I think they might be good.
Yeah. Yeah, they could be good.
Could you see them on the Patriots schedule?
See, again, they're a tricky one. No. Now,
so then they're good.
Yeah, I think they're good.
Travis Etienne was awesome today.
Yeah.
He was just running so angry. But do you get what I'm saying? I think I think this loss wounded Jim Harbaugh's soul.
Yeah.
Because not only that, Justin Herbert, they cannot block for him. He got smoked on that one. He was like absolutely crushed. It was one of those penalties or not penalties, it was one of those hits you're like, I thought they didn't even allow this anymore. That's how hard he got hit. He had 80 yards. I think he finished 10 for 18.
Then we had Trey Lance in there for a little bit.
Yeah, Trey Lance got in there. It was a thorough asking. Yeah, I think I'm going to say I think I'm going to go Jaguars good.
I think the Chargers also last week, Harbaugh was so happy with the way they won that game, where they just pushed the Steelers around.
Right.
And that I think this week of practice was like, hey, we're just gonna lift weights all week because we're really good when we just beat the fuck out of people. They probably trained by fighting this week.
Listen, remember Hank, we talked about it. The Jaguars could still potentially win the AFC South. I mean, they have the Titans twice still. They have the Cardinals, Titans twice, and the Jets. That's 4 games. The Jaguars should get to 10 wins. If they take care of business on the games that they should win, they should be at 10 wins in the playoffs.
They should beat, let's see.
Yeah, the Titans twice. Jets and Cardinals.
Yep. And then for Chargers.
And then they play the Colts twice, so they'll have a chance to be in the AFC South. If they sweep the Colts, they'll be very much in the AFC South.
And the Chargers should beat the Raiders. Then they've got some tough games. The Chargers should get 3 more wins.
It's going to be interesting to see how the AFC picture, because
at minimum
we just keep looking, and maybe the answer is just that like the Chiefs won't make the playoffs.
It's real possibility.
Because we keep looking at it being like, well, the Chiefs are going to obviously make the playoffs.
Real possibility. When I'm looking at the Chargers schedule, I just said they should win 3 more games. They do play the Chiefs. I did not count that as a should win game, but they already beat the Chiefs.
They already beat the Chiefs. Yeah. It's crazy because I do every like Monday I look at the AFC and NFC and like, all right, who do we think's going to make it, who's not? And we keep saying like the Ravens and the Chiefs will find their way in. What if the Chargers and Jaguars figure? I actually would believe in the Jaguars more than the Chargers just because the Chargers can't block.
Yeah,
that's the part that's killer. Without Joe Alt, they look like a different team.
Yep.
And you thought they fixed it a little against the Steelers on Sunday Night Football, but this was back to, oh my God, the Chargers cannot block for anyone. What do we got there, memes or Zach? Talk. I can't read those numbers. 80% chance.
Chargers right now 60% chance.
60% chance. What are the Chiefs at?
They dropped far today. They dropped hard.
Big one next week.
52% on the Chiefs.
52%. And the Ravens 78%. I don't understand these percentages. It feels like they have 10 teams making the playoffs.
It's also different depending on what website you use for it.
Okay.
I think Ravens is because they could win their division.
Ah, that makes sense. And they very much could and might and probably will, especially if Rodgers is out. Although Mason Rudolph, something about him, that mustache, something about him, something about Mason Rudolph. Okay, let's do a couple ads before we get to the afternoon games.
These games are brought to you by Proper Number 12. It's PFT here making my Irish entrance with Proper Number 12 Irish whiskey. How do you make an Irish entrance, you ask? It starts with a shot of Proper Number 12 Irish whiskey because real friends don't let friends Irish exit a party without a story to tell. Original Proper Number 12 is a rich, smooth blend of golden grain and single malt. It's aged 4 years in bourbon barrels. Mixed up with some ginger ale, you get a classic, refreshing Proper ginger. If you're in the mood for something smooth but a little sweeter, try the Proper Irish Apple. It's a delicious blend of Proper's award-winning Irish whiskey with crisp, fresh notes of apple. So get out there and make your Irish entrance. Anything else just wouldn't be proper. Make your Irish entrance with Proper Number 12 Irish whiskey. The show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many, especially as your athletic season gets busier. This November, BetterHelp is encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and your preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you're not happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from the tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that very first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/PMT. That's betterhelp.com/PMT. And now back to the games.
Okay, afternoon games. First up, we had a big-time clash in the NFC West. Rams 21, Seahawks 19. This is one of those games that I walked away from, and I don't think I changed my opinion about either team and what they have going forward.
I think this was, if this is the worst that they can get for the Seahawks, they're a fucking awesome team.
Well, so
it was bad. Sam Darnold was very, very bad. If you're one of the Sam Darnold truthers that are like, I think Sam is going to become who he was in the final couple games for the Minnesota Vikings last year, if Sam's going to revert back into being a Jet, you have all the ammo that you need from this game. But I think this is the worst that it would get. I don't think that it's going to stay that bad for him.
Okay, counterpoint, Sam Darnold, who I'm a fan of, he has never proven it in a big moment, so why would you think otherwise?
Okay, so that's just what he is.
Well, I don't know until he does something different. You are what you are. The Seahawks defense is elite. They kept them. The fact that the Sam Darnold threw 4 interceptions and the game was actually like in doubt, and they had it was a very, very long kick to maybe win the game, is a credit to Mike McDonald and that Seahawks defense. They held the Rams to 115 yards and 5 first downs from the second quarter on. So the last 3 quarters, they basically shut down the Rams' complete offense. The Rams were able to get out to a lead because of Sam Darnold, and they got short fields. They scored 14 points off the turnovers. I think the Rams are Super Bowl championship level team because their defense is also elite. And Matthew Stafford didn't have like a great game that he usually has been having, but they still found a way. And I think the Seahawks are really, really good, but you got to be worried about Sam Darnold.
So when you say that this is what Sam has always been in big moments, I understand the playoffs last year.
He hasn't had a lot of big moments, but these are the big moments.
Well, there were some games last year, too, in the division that were pretty important.
Right.
That he didn't play this
bad. The biggest moments was Week 18 last year and the playoff game. So it's like it's not that I don't think he's a good quarterback. He's just when he's had – when the pressure ramps up, is he going to step up his game? Because that's what it takes to win a Super Bowl. And I think the Seahawks defense is Super Bowl caliber defense, and it's will Sam Darnold do enough? Whereas like Matthew Stafford, obviously, I know what he can do in the big moments. Their defense is also elite. Matthew Stafford wasn't great today, but he also made a couple plays that gets them. I mean, Sam Darnold actually had a ton of yards. He just kept on turning the ball over.
Yeah, no,
and that's what he's in his bad moments. He's when you get a good, pass rush, which is for any quarterback, but it doesn't look the same as when it's, when he's playing against inferior opponents.
I agree, and I thought that's what I was saying was that if this is as bad as the Sam Darnold games are going to get, you should be happy as a Seahawks fan because your team still played good enough. Like it's manageable when Sam's bad. Usually, you had a chance to win this game. Your defense was good enough to potentially win this game. Sam was bad. He's had moments in the past where he hasn't been good in the biggest pressure, but he's also had some good games that meant a lot more than today's game meant. So like last year against the Packers.
Today's game meant a lot.
Yeah, but I'd say last year, the second to last week of the regular season probably meant a little bit more than this game. Division rival just like this one. So he has had some moments where he's played well or played well enough to win. And, the Seahawks, I think that they're a great team. This was a tough game going to Seattle or going to Los Angeles on the road. And Darnold stunk today. He was bad. Don't get me wrong.
Can Sam Darnold win a Super Bowl?
I don't know. I don't know.
So then that's kind of what I'm getting at. And I guess maybe with this defense, I don't know, but I just
worst quarterbacks.
You have to keep thinking about that in your head, where it's like the Seahawks are a very, very good team. Sam Darnold, and maybe he elevates his game this January. I'm rooting for him. I want him to. I root for Sam Darnold. I want Sam Darnold to be good, but if you ask me that question, like that's kind of how I was going with this game, where it's like Matthew Stafford. Who do you trust more, Matthew Stafford or Sam Darnold? When he gets in a game like this, if they meet again in the playoffs, who are you going to trust more?
I take it back. I think he can win a Super Bowl because much worse quarterbacks than Sam Darnold have won Super Bowls before.
But your pause said a lot. Hank, you said no?
Yeah, no.
It was a tough game for him. He was in hell.
It was a very bad game.
He was
for
on the
Sam
Eagles, mate.
Right. I mean, we've
He
had
was
some,
on the Eagles probably.
who's better, Sam Darnold or Trent Dilfer?
I don't know. I mean
Darnold.
that
Darnold.
Ravens defense was
Different game, yeah.
one of the best defenses of all time.
Yeah.
So that's not.
You could mug a receiver.
The Seahawks defense is a very, very good defense.
You could mug 2 guys in Atlanta.
I mean, that's the thing is whenever we say the Trent Dilfer thing, it's like, yeah, like one of the top 3 defenses in the last 50 years.
I guess you could also, yeah. I was going to say Peyton Manning when he was on the Broncos. That was also an outstanding defense.
Insane defense.
I think the Seattle defense is really, really, really good. I wouldn't say that they're the best defense in the NFL right now.
No, but they're
up
very
there.
good.
They're
But
up there for
that's
sure.
what I said. Thinking like from this game, I walked away being like, I think the Seahawks are a really, really good team. They will go as far as Sam Darnold goes, and the Rams are equally as good defensively, and they have Matthew Stafford, and that's where the Rams to me are a bona fide they can win the Super Bowl team.
And the Seahawks still managed to get the ball to JSN enough. So he now has 79 plus receiving yards in every single game this season. I know that number on the dot because in the one game where he had 79 yards, I bet for him to get 80 in a parlay. That didn't hit. But besides that, like every single game for this guy, 100 yards, 100 yards, 100 yards. Set it like clockwork. And
He's been awesome. I have him as my number 1 receiver this season.
And the Rams, they look good. They were opportunistic. Matt Stafford had like 170 something yards passing. It wasn't like Matt Stafford's best game.
No, the Rams couldn't move the ball after the first quarter. They just every single drive got stalled out because the Seahawks defense is that good.
Yeah, he played good enough to win. Devontae Adams is like the best red zone target of all time.
So Devontae Adams had a hell of a day because Devontae Adams caught his 1,000th catch in the NFL. He is the 17th guy to have 1,000 catches. So a small, like it's not a huge group of guys.
Yeah.
And he did it on a day where he caught 1 pass for 1 yard and a touchdown.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
He's a great red zone
pretty
target.
cool way to do it.
After O's the Mentalist asked Matt Stafford to imagine who he threw a touchdown pass to and accurately guessed Devontae Adams.
Yeah. The Rams also have started 8-2 or better 4 times in franchise history. 3 out of 4 of those times they've gone to the Super Bowl. So
yeah.
This is to me, when we were talking about it earlier, like teams you trust. The Rams are in there, the Eagles are in there, and we'll get to some more AFC talk, but like the Rams are to me the best team in the NFC right now.
And the Rams defense should get some credit for what they did to Sam too, because they made him scared. He was uncomfortable. He was second guessing like every throw he was making. In the fourth quarter, he seemed uncomfortable no matter if there were Rams around him or not. And then fucking Emmanuel Forbes. What's up with this guy?
Fucking
Emmanuel Forbes? What's up with this guy? Now he's all of a sudden a great cornerback?
I think they call that coaching.
They were like afraid of throwing the ball to his side of the field tonight. It was crazy watching him out there. He also looks like he's heavier. It might have been the dark mode activated uniforms that the Rams were wearing. But yeah, the Rams are an exceptionally well coached team.
Yeah, it's the worst when a guy leaves your team and then does well, and you're like, well, coaching.
Yeah, coaching matters.
Coaching matters.
Apparently,
matters.
Sean McVay is a better head coach than Ron Rivera.
Yeah, this was a big swing game, though, because now the Rams have a 74% chance to win the NFC West, and the Seahawks are down to a 17% chance. So this was a very, very important game, and I'm high on the Rams. What was it? They won 5 in a row, I think, and they've obviously their 2 losses. What was their other loss besides? Did they lose a division game?
49ers.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
Yeah,
Kyron Williams fumbled at the 1.
Yeah, Kyron Williams fumbled at the 1, and then the Eagles blocked 2 kicks. So if we're doing the BCS, like their losses are pretty strong losses.
Yeah.
That were not like blowouts or got their ass handed.
I'd say the two best losses of the season.
Yeah, they might be.
For any team, any 2-loss team.
They might be. I did like the Rams all black uniforms.
I didn't like the blue on there.
Was there blue? Where was the blue?
The blue was on the shoulder.
tiny bit of
Oh,
blue.
yeah.
Yeah, without the blue, I liked it. Like, yeah, do the All Blacks.
black and blue. That was pretty cool, though. Devontae Adams got his 1,000th on 1 catch.
Yeah.
Mike McDonald did say that he needs to settle down in terms of the game plan So he's doing a little self-scouting there, which, I mean, he's clearly a very good coach because he's got the Seahawks back in quick form, back to, like, you know, big-time contenders. And again, maybe Sam Darnold will prove me wrong, but now that's just my biggest question mark. Like, if we're looking at who can get to the Super Bowl, I don't have that same question mark for the Eagles or the Rams.
I'm going to go with what Ernest Jones said after the game, the Seahawks linebacker. They said, if people criticize Sam Darnold after the 4-interception game, it's football, man. He's our quarterback. We got his back. If you have anything to say, quite frankly, fuck you.
Oh, I like that.
I like that a lot.
I like that a lot.
And then he went on to be like, yeah, we should have made better plays on defense. We should have played better and turned the ball over. Like,
defense played pretty damn good.
The crazy thing is he meant it when he said it. You can watch him and just see how he's talking to the media. Like, he actually believes that the defense could have played better and should have played better. That's not what I believe to be the case. But I like that he's got a linebacker out there that's like, hey, suck my dick if you don't like Sam Darnold.
Matthew Stafford was on an all-time heater, and they broke that up. Like, that was they did a very good job keeping the – again, you lose a game by 2 points and your quarterback throws 4 interceptions. That's not easy to do.
Yeah,
like, that's a game that usually you get blown out and badly. And the Rams couldn't put them away, and that's credit to the Seahawks. That kick, that was tough. I will say this, it is nice to see big kicks get missed every now and then because if every kick goes in, then it just makes it not fun.
We've had a couple that have gotten missed in the last week.
But
really significantly.
A 65-yarder shouldn't be made.
I agree. You know what I think? I think they started allowing the kickers to use slope when they started scouting out their
turn
field
it on and
goals
off.
recently. Yeah,
depending on what they're looking at.
That's why they're so good now.
What do you think about the slope controversy, Hank?
It's tough to tell. There's no, I think the right decision was made to let him play out.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The game did play. The Rams did win. They played the game out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next game. Sticking in the NFC West. 49ers 41, Cardinals 22. Brock Purdy is back, and the 49ers offense looked awesome.
We got a couple throws today from Brock where I was like, oh, that's the difference between Brock and Mac.
Yeah. And he was spamming Kittle, which was awesome to see. Spamming Christian McCaffrey, who has been incredible. Christian McCaffrey has somehow gone under the radar this year just because I don't know why. I actually don't know why. Maybe because it's the touchdowns, because there was that stretch at the beginning where they didn't have a lot of rushing touchdowns, but he had 3 touchdowns today, 120 yards from scrimmage. He's just as good as ever, where it's like every time he touches the ball, he's a threat.
Every team might see the Niners and think, oh, McCaffrey's probably injured.
Yeah.
Like everyone else on the Niners, he's got to be one of those guys on that list, right?
But do you
there
agree
were a couple
that
times where they forgot about him. Like the defense actually forgot about Christian McCaffrey out in the flat today multiple times for the Cardinals, that's hard to do.
Do you agree, though, that it feels like he's under the radar this year somehow?
Yeah, I think the Cardinals played like that today.
Yeah.
Like they didn't bother covering him sometimes.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at it right now. It's because he didn't score. He didn't have a rushing touchdown until like mid October. He had some receiving touchdowns, but I think that's probably it. That's probably where it's coming from. The under the radar feel. But yeah, it was good to see Brock back out there. They absolutely killed the Cardinals. It was over. Like I don't even think we flipped the TV and it was 7-0 because Sky Moore returned a kick to the 1-yard line and then Christian McCaffrey punched it in. And it was just Jacoby Brissett playing catch up the entire game, but he did break a record for most completions in a regular season game. So pretty cool. 47 for 57, 452 yards. He broke. Jared Goff and Drew Bledsoe had shared that record, 45 completions. Big Ben had 47 in the COVID playoff game.
Yep.
So there's a regular season record. It's not Jacoby Brissett's fault. He did throw a couple picks, but it's not his fault that they were like in a hole instantly.
Yeah, no, Jacoby Brissett, congratulations. You are now the answer to a trivia question that will probably make someone some money one day.
Yeah.
Like Jacoby Brissett being the all-time leading passer when it comes to, was it also an attempts record or just completions?
It was
47 for 57 is a pretty good stat line.
It was completions, and it was also, I think, the first time someone had over 50 attempts and over 80% completion percentage.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like
pretty insane.
Pretty good job of playing from behind by Jacoby Brissett.
The Cardinals had 17 penalties in this game. 17.
It was an ugly game. Things are going to continue to be ugly for the Cardinals, I fear.
Yeah, if you're really that their season peaked. Like this is the point of the year where maybe we do this at the end of the year where it's like when did you feel best about your team? And the Cardinals after the Cowboys Monday Night Football game, that was probably it.
That was pretty good, but you also had Jacoby, and if you're thinking about like the future of your team, you probably felt pretty bad because you're like, holy shit, Jacoby looks good. Kyler has looked bad.
Yeah, but maybe they can get rid of Kyler. Move on.
Kyler to the Vikings.
Kyler to the Rams.
Kyler would get snowed in. Like his body would actually get snowed in.
Yeah, they'd have to pull him out. I was thinking about that because I saw there was a Falcons fan that was in my algorithm that he had predicted after the Bills win. He said, "I'm looking at the schedule and I honestly don't see a loss on here." And then they went 0-5. So that's tough.
Yeah, because I think
shout out that guy.
You're probably right about the Cowboys Monday night game being it. And half the nation didn't even get to watch because they had the YouTube TV ESPN disagreement at the moment.
Yeah.
But after the first 2 weeks, you beat the Saints and the Cardinals. The Saints and the Panthers. So Cardinals fans were probably like, all right, we just beat two really shitty teams.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we'll find out what our team is next week.
Yep.
Then they go on that losing streak.
Yep.
It's been a tough go for Cardinals fans. Today, at least you didn't have to watch the second half.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe you should have because you got to see history.
History be made.
History was made in the second half.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, the Cardinals. It's as a franchise, I feel bad for Cardinals fans. It's just like what I don't like. You Kyler Murray kind of teased you for a couple of years, for whatever 5 years it was, and now you're going to reset everything. You probably got to get a new coach.
Yeah,
Jonathan Gannon. Like I don't know, right?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Do you think he's already been emasculated by the ownership for finding him?
Yeah.
What if they just ask him to be defense coordinator next year? Like, hey, would you mind taking a demotion?
Yeah, I don't.
We want you around here, maybe just not as the head guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the Cardinals do. I don't also know like if anyone cares. I don't say it in a mean way. It's just like I feel like the Cardinals are get kind of forgotten. And I'm trying to shed some light onto the plight of Cardinals fans. Well, Cortez is out there. He's going to every game with his helmet on, and they don't give him anything back.
They had a terrifying Cardinals guy that was at the game today that was wearing like the full-body bird suit.
Yeah.
Like respect to those guys. That they probably drive to the stadium wearing that entire getup. Like they're looking through the eyes of the Cardinal mask that they're in, and then they have to sit there and they watch 41-22, and you have to watch this week after week after week. And nothing ever seems like it's going to get better. Then it does get a little bit better for a second, and then everything falls apart because nobody seems to like each other. Your owner doesn't like you, and then you wonder, why do I do this?
Right.
But thank you for doing it. It's important that you do it. I just want them to know that you are loved.
That's what I'm saying.
And you're a very important part of the NFL ecosystem.
It's not fair what happens to Cardinals fans year in and year out.
It's not. I mean, you did have those great years with Kurt Warner.
Years-ish.
2 years?
Yeah.
I think 2 years.
If you go to a Super Bowl, it definitely makes it feel like it was more years.
Because did they lose that playoff game to the Packers that one year?
Yes.
So that was a good year, too, for them.
Arizona Cardinals.
Then you had the good Bruce Arians years.
Yeah.
You remember John Skelton?
I'm looking.
Bruce made him look like a quarterback?
Okay. So they lost in the Super Bowl in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, they lost in the Super Bowl in 2008 and then lost in the divisional round the next year and did not go back and then went back to finishing fourth.
Yeah.
And then, the 2015 year with Carson Palmer when they lost in the conference championship, right?
That was a great year.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not a lot of playoffs, and it's also just it's a lot of like third or fourth out of four. I feel bad for the Cardinals. I don't know. I don't know where this rambling is going other than like it just feels like they're a franchise that keeps resetting, and it just sucks.
I think if you're a Cardinals fan, you just got to become a fan of like a guy on your team.
Marvin Harrison, but he was out. He had an appendectomy.
Trey McBride.
Yeah.
He had 10 receptions today. Michael Wilson had 15.
Yeah, Michael Wilson was awesome. But maybe Jacoby Brissett, you just be like, hey, you set a record. You're just going to be a Cardinal forever now.
Yeah, just be like, take him in. He's bounced around the league a lot, just like have him be the last place that he plays in the NFL. Mm-hmm. When you're ready to hang it up, Jacoby, we'll take great care. Everyone retires to the desert anyways.
Yep.
Just have him live there. The warm weather will be good for his joints.
Why am I forgetting who? Oh, they lost. That's right. They lost to the Panthers. It was 2015. It was the playoffs when the Panthers went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot about that for a second.
I forget, was that a really shitty game?
No,
was that a really good
Panthers
game?
killed them. I think the Panthers won by, 49-15. Tough game. Okay. Ravens 23, Browns 16. This was a classic just survive a divisional game because Lamar was not good today. Myles Garrett had 4 sacks. Again, he's done it twice this year. He now has he's the first player in NFL history since they started recording sacks in 1982, which is so funny whenever you have to bring that up that they just didn't record sacks before that. Mm-hmm. First player, though, to go 5 straight seasons with 14-plus sacks. Pretty crazy. He's an absolute monster. He made it very difficult for Lamar today. But the big story was that Shedeur came in and was not great.
Oh, I thought you were going to lead with the against all odds 3rd and 10 completion by Shedeur.
Yeah, from Josina
when there
Anderson.
was under 2 minutes left in the game.
A lot of people were tweeting about Shedeur being like he's never played with any of these guys. I don't think that's true. I think he's practiced at least a little. He doesn't get first-team reps. He is the backup.
Right. He's got no first-team reps, but he does practice football.
He is the backup.
It's his job.
The backup does get some reps.
But the 3rd and 10 completion he had was truly against all odds.
I thought it was more Jerry Jeudy against all odds.
He threw it like 6 yards to Jerry Jeudy, who then broke 2 tackles and got a first down.
Listen, it's not a fun time to come into your first game ever against the Baltimore Ravens in, not great conditions, I would say.
No, it was like the standard Browns protocol.
Yeah,
is what we had today. They looked good in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Defense was just swarming everywhere. I thought that was a bit racist how they played so hard on defense against Dylan Gabriel. Mm-hmm. And then Shedeur got in. They took their foot off the gas a little bit. But it was a bad first half for the Ravens. Just about everything that could go wrong went wrong. They had the pick 6 off a screenplay or a check down. I forget, but it was off the running back's hands. Return for 6, and then after that point, it was just like, okay, the Ravens, if they just stop making the dumbest mistakes possible, they should be able to win this game because the Browns can't do anything on offense. Besides, I guess Judkins had a few nice runs after that point. He was still like the factor on the Browns that made them look like a professional offense.
Yes, and then we had a very, very cool Mark Andrews touchdown with the fake tush push where he goes out around, ran for like 30 yards for a touchdown. That was an awesome play. I love that. And there was also a still photo that unfortunately is just the state of their franchises. That one right there, click that. It's Mark Andrews with celebrating a touchdown and then a Browns linebacker with his face just in the ground, quite literally in the ground. Yeah. Why don't you read that caption for us, Zach? Zach, what does the caption say?
No. LMAO, Mark Andrews.
No,
had him in the dirt.
There you go.
2 laughing emojis.
Nice.
That's good. I believe that's Carson Schweschinger, right?
Yeah.
He's awesome.
But
he's
that
really
wasn't
good.
The best play.
That wasn't his best play, but he's really good.
That's going to be the picture on the wall.
Oh, yeah, the wall of the biggest play of every game.
The Ravens, when we visited this summer, they have like a wall inside their training facility that the team votes every week to pick one picture to put, to signify that week's win, and that's got to be it.
And they said that the one from a couple years ago was Lamar running to the bathroom.
Yeah.
In the tunnel. I actually think that picture should be on the Browns locker too.
Yeah.
It should.
It's tough for the Browns right now. I feel bad. It's Shedeur was not it, but we'll see. Dylan Gabriel is still the starter. Kevin Stefanski did say if he can clear concussion protocol. We also had in this game
as a take show, we needed Shedeur to win that game.
Yeah, you needed him to do something crazy.
The discourse would have been unbelievable,
incredible. Like you're hiding this guy.
Listen,
I can't believe it.
He beat Lamar Jackson
against all odds. He was 4 for 16 today.
Yeah, Against all odds. The other Mark Andrews fact is he broke the record for most receiving yards in Ravens history. So,
And it was his first rushing touchdown.
and it was his first rushing touchdown. What a day for Mark Andrews. So there's 5 franchises that have tight ends that lead their franchise in receiving yards. They want to
Chiefs.
guess? There's one that really shocked me. Yes, the Chiefs, Travis Kelce.
No
San Diego.
No.
Yes, Antonio Gates. The one that none of us are going to get. So it's Ravens, Mark Andrews, Chiefs, Travis Kelce,
Denver.
Chargers, Antonio Gates, Browns, Ozzie Newsome.
The Falcons too.
No, Jason Witten and the Cowboys, which shocked me because I was like, the Cowboys have had awesome receivers.
That is crazy.
But he leads the team in all-time receiving yards. Isn't that nuts?
That is wild. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jason Witten had 12,977 receiving yards.
And the record
That's a
that
lot.
Keenan Allen got last week was receptions.
Receptions for the Chargers,
yep.
not receiving yards. Yeah, that's still Gates. So, where do we think? I chalk this up as Lamar, not great game, but all divisional games have a little bit of extra juice, so you're not going to look good. The Ravens are still on the path to being back. Is that fair? Do we think that?
Yeah, I chalk it up to this is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row that the defense has held the opponent to under 20 points. Mm-hmm. So it's all about the defense being fixed.
And Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry looked good. I think he had 100 yards for the first time in a while.
He did, yeah.
So, yeah, they're going to start rounding. They basically have they play the Jets next week, then the Bengals, then the Steelers, then the Bengals. So they have a few weeks here, especially if Rodgers is out for a while. Although, again, I think Mason Rudolph might be better than him right now. They have a few weeks where they can keep rounding into form and get themselves.
Are you just saying that because you guys are playing them this week?
No, I don't think Rodgers is very good anymore.
So you're saying that you would rather Aaron Rodgers be the
that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Then I'm confused.
I think Aaron Rodgers would have probably skull-fucked us, but I'm just saying, like, to think that Mason Rudolph is like this huge step down, where it's like most backups. When you're playing a backup, you're like, oh, that's a huge step down. I don't know if that's the case anymore with Rodgers to Mason Rudolph.
I think it's kind of you have to take into account the Steelers' offense as a whole too. Like,
You know
how every town growing up, at least it was like this for me. Every town had like 2 Pizza Huts. They had the good Pizza Hut, and then they had bad Pizza Hut. Like Aaron Rodgers is the good Pizza Hut in your town. Mason Rudolph is the bad Pizza Hut. The difference between the two isn't as big as like the difference between the good Pizza Hut and a gourmet Italian restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
So I think for what the Steelers do,
Right, like Aaron Rodgers hasn't been playing elite football.
No.
yeah, they haven't the
But it's
system.
Mason Rudolph.
He's
stinks.
ducking. Aaron
He
Rodgers is
fucking
ducking
stinks.
the Bears. Aaron Rodgers is ducking the Bears. That's what I should have been saying.
I think Aaron
all
Rodgers
along.
is definitely better than Mason Rudolph, but
I also think
what
Aaron
they're
Rodgers-
asking the two of them to do is like not exactly brain science.
I'm 100% not ruling out Aaron Rodgers coming out in like a wrist guard and still skull fucking the Bears just one last time with like half an arm. That definitely is still on the table.
There ever been a one-armed man in Chicago that did anything? I don't know. Watch The Fugitive, Hank.
It's a good movie. It's actually
It's a great movie.
Great movie. After you read 100 pages of Don Quixote,
I think I've seen some of it on, like, I've watched it on TV.
Tommy Lee Jones.
now you got the TV. It is a very TV movie.
Yeah.
But then you just get stuck with so much commercials. It's crazy.
I didn't kill my wife.
Harrison Ford,
I don't care.
it's the best. It's a good movie.
Came out in, like, the 70s, right?
No, it's
90s.
early 90s.
It was
Yeah.
actually a remake of a movie that I think might have come out in the 70s.
Yeah.
I'll pass on that.
Might have been late 80s, actually. When did The Fugitive?
I think it was I'm going to guess 91.
I was going to say, 90.
92. Best year of movies.
Fugitive. 93.
Oh.
There you go. 92 is the best year of movies?
What's that? No.
Is that a take you have?
No, it's not a take I have. It's,
Please, tell us that take.
I don't have that take.
Where did that take come from?
Simmons.
Oh,
It's just like they just like do the. They always are like the 1992 to 1993, like the greatest run of movies ever.
I mean, I do think movies have gotten... There's not as many good movies because there's just so many more streaming shit.
I liked 1995. Is that when, or was it 94? When was Forrest Gump?
When was
It was like Forrest Gump and
I thought that was 95 and Shawshank.
We're doing
and
some good movie
Jurassic
reviews
Park
here.
too, right?
When was
It's a great
Armageddon?
Year.
When was Armageddon? That was my favorite movie year.
You were right. It was 94.
What was Armageddon?
I was talking about
98. That's my favorite
Forrest
movie
Gump
year,
was
I think.
94.
Although, yeah. Wait, no. When was Saving Private Ryan? That's what I want to go.
That might have been 98 too.
You're asking too many things.
Rounders. Rounders in 98.
Saving
as
Private
well.
Ryan was also 98.
Oh, that might be it.
Good year.
What else?
Half-Baked.
What else we got? Half Baked was great.
Baked, great movie.
Half Baked basically introduced me to weed. Rounders. What else is there? I can't.
Here,
1930.
Oh, Wild Things. That was an awesome scene.
Yeah, it was.
That was an awesome scene.
let's see 94.
90. I think 94's got it. Just Forrest
One
Gump
true
alone.
thing. Yeah, I would say 94. I thought 95, 98 was.
I thought
a
you
little
should
more
go home
loaded.
to Greenbelt, Alabama.
I think this is a bad.
You
I'm just
what are
looking
you
at
doing?
Google.
Get the best movies, dude.
I googled 1994 movies and this is what came up.
All right. Best.
Google
Shawshank, Pulp Fiction, Forrest
Oh
Gump,
yeah, that's 90.
yeah.
It's 90.
Lion King,
Oh, but
The Mask.
98 had basketball.
Smack
Ace
it.
Ventura, Pet Detective,
Yeah, Dan.
Dumb and Dumber.
Did you guys hear Dan
Oh,
today?
I got
in
some good
Madrid?
98. 98 had Rounders. He Got Game. American History X. Saving Private Ryan.
You got games, good movie.
He Got Games. American History X is an awesome movie.
Little Rascals.
Movies used to be better. That was our movie minute.
We have future Mount Rushmore.
1994 was a movie.
Wait, let me do.
It's all about
best
shows now.
year
No one
for
cares about movies anymore.
All time. There's no single best year for movies. It is subjective. It depends on criteria. But 1999 is frequently cited for its influential and diverse output.
Pull it up.
Other frequently mentioned years include 94 and 2007. 99 had
Fight Club,
Matrix, Fight Club, American Beauty,
Green Mile.
Eyes Wide Shut, Fidelio,
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
You guys ever see Eyes Wide Shut?
Yes, I did. That's why I just said Fidelio.
What does that mean?
That was the password to get into the sex party.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. That's the Tom Cruise one, right? Stanley Kubrick?
Tom Cruise, Nicole
Got
Kidman.
Kubrick
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah. What?
Oh, go on.
Yeah.
They killed him?
Yeah, they deleted a scene from it. It was exposing Hollywood. I don't know. This is a conspiracy theory.
Wait,
I don't really know much about it.
So you think Stanley Kubrick did the moon landing and they let him live, and then he did Eyes Wide Shut. They edited it and they're like, we have to kill you now.
Yeah.
You know too
That's
much.
the theory.
You know too
Oh,
much.
07 or
You've
07
seen
was
Tom Cruise's
sick.
ass. We have to kill you.
07 had Ghost back up Superbad, There Will Be Blood, No Country for Old Men, Ratatouille. Love Ratatouille. All right, we should do a movie podcast sometime. That actually is like the extent of it. We have nothing. We are the worst movie guys. I think as a podcast, I think we're the worst movie guys out there.
Yeah, I was just talking to the guys about Marvel movies. Haven't seen them.
We
seen them.
probably like in terms of popular podcasts out there, I think we're bottom of the barrel movie guys.
Who has time for movies? I might not watch another.
I like
movie.
movies. I just don't have. I also don't know enough about movies, and I watch it, and I'm like, either I liked it or I didn't. I don't have anything else to say about it.
I might not watch another movie after watching House of Dynamite. That's how disappointed I am with the medium.
I respect everyone who likes movies. I wish I liked movies more. I wish I watched more movies.
Did anybody watch the new Leo movie?
Yeah, it was great.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it was so good.
That's
awesome.
It's my movie of the year, and I've only seen one movie.
That's the one I keep telling people I'm going to watch it.
I think now you can watch it at home.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which-
I'm going to watch it.
Whatever
I'm gonna watch
movie
it,
I
too.
see in the
Maybe
theaters,
tomorrow, that game's.
I usually see 1.5 movies in the theater. So whatever movie I see in the theater is my movie of the year.
Mine was Warfare. Then Warfare's great movie.
Yeah, mine's the Leo movie, which I still forget the name of.
Battles.
Battles everywhere.
One battle after another.
Yeah, there it is.
A few small beers.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I know. I
Dude,
learned.
where's my car?
I learned the quotes from it before I learned the movie.
Viva la Revolution.
Okay, that was Ravens Browns recap. Let's finish off with, we'll get to Sunday Night Football. Broncos 22, Chiefs 19. Hand up. I was wrong about this game. Very
Same.
wrong about this game.
Same.
Listen, I mean, Bo Nix outplayed Patrick Mahomes. The Broncos defense, which is still not fully healthy. I mean, Surtain's still not playing. is elite. They can win any game. And I think the thing with the Broncos that I have to get my head around is they just kind of win ugly, but that's okay because all they do is win. They're 9-2 now. Bo Nix's throw to Troy Franklin to win the game was an awesome throw, and that's what he does in fourth quarters. So even though I'm still not fully trusting of Bo Nix, I have to just hand up. I was wrong. I thought the Broncos would win the AFC West. My whole theory was wait till they lose to the Chiefs and then bet them to win the AFC West. They're going to do it the easy way. They're better than the Chiefs right now. Like, that's just a fact, and they are a legitimate threat and a really, really fucking good team. They had Patrick Mahomes. Like, Patrick Mahomes doesn't usually get sacked like I only got sacked 3 times. He was pressured a bunch. I feel like the Chiefs were just the penalties because guys were worried about the pass rush, all that stuff, and it was the Broncos impressed the fuck out of me today.
They baited Patrick Mahomes into an interception today too.
Yeah, and
we also got to him and they made him scramble. They applied the pressure. He rolled out. The defensive back stepped up a tiny bit to make Mahomes think he could throw it over him, get it to the end zone. He baited him. You don't see Patrick Mahomes get baited into a pick. And it happened. I was watching this game and I was thinking about how we think about the Broncos because I've always thought that their defense is great. I thought that I've liked Bo Nix, what I've seen. So I've been a Bo-liever and a Broncos believer too, going back to last season. But I saw something today where I was like, why don't we talk about the Broncos the same way we talk about the Eagles? Because they win ugly games against good teams.
I think it's just because the Eagles won the Super Bowl. So that's where it changes.
Right, but even before the Eagles won the Super Bowl, it feels like
the Eagles had gone to a Super Bowl.
It feels like the Broncos. I'm not talking about like the resume of the team. I'm talking about like the way that the team wins, the roster construction that they have. Obviously, they don't have Saquon Barkley at running back, but I think that like in the big picture, they're kind of built in a very similar way.
But are you talking?
They're as good on defense as the Eagles have been on defense.
But are you talking about the Eagles? The Eagles last year was a good offense,
right?
Like inconsistent. Or you're saying this year? Why don't we talk about them?
I'm saying right now the Broncos are built kind of the same way as the Eagles
because the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Right, but I'm saying what we're watching this year.
No, I agree with you. I agree. They're very similar teams. I'm thinking that's why we don't talk about them the same way is because the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I mean, like in terms of respecting what they're accomplishing right now, I do think that the Broncos. I don't know that they're as good as the Eagles right now, but I do think that they are worthy of a lot of respect.
Yeah, definitely. I was very impressed today. I thought the Chiefs would win this game. This was, I mean, Hank passing the torch. Did it feel? I mean,
No, it's the Chiefs. They're going to win the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs. All right. Can we have a real conversation without you getting upset that we thought the Chiefs were going to win the Super Bowl a month ago?
I still do.
Okay. No, you don't.
It's the Chiefs.
You're doing it again. Can we have a real conversation?
Please.
Why are you upset that
I'm not upset at all. I genuinely thought they were going to destroy the Broncos. I think they're going to destroy the Colts. They're going to figure it out.
All right,
it's Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, the Chiefs. They are going to figure it out.
They're 5-5 right now.
I'm not trolling.
Okay.
They have a 9% chance of winning the division. Do you think that they're going to win the division?
No, but they also you
don't want to play them in the playoffs.
Hold on, but they're in deep shit right now because they're not only 5-5 and third place in their division, but they are not in the playoffs right now, and the 3 teams ahead of them in the playoffs all beat them head to head. So the Jaguars beat them head to head, the Bills beat them head to head, and the Chargers, who they obviously have to play one more time in their division, beat them head to head. They don't have margin for error at all for the rest of the season. They have, looking at their schedule, they have 3 games that you conceivably can say they're going to win: at the Cowboys, at the Titans, at the Raiders. So that's good that their road games are easier. But they have to play the Colts, Texans, Chargers, and Broncos. They have to go 2-2 in those. Otherwise, they're probably only going to get to 9 wins, and 9 wins is probably not going to get you into the playoffs if you lose every tiebreaker, right?
Yeah, but they will.
So you think there's no doubt? I am starting to have a little doubt creep in, not because I don't think they can do it. They've lost to every team in front of them. So you now are just getting into tiebreaker math that is not going in their favor.
Whose line is it anyway? Have you guys looked for this weekend against the Colts?
I've not.
What do
no.
you think it is?
I would
So
say
let's see, it's
probably
at home. It's an Arrowhead. So
DraftKings probably has the Chiefs minus 3.5.
I'm gonna say 2.5.
It's 3.5.
Okay. Yeah.
They're gonna win that game. They're gonna.
But
make
I
the
thought they were going to
playoffs.
win the game today.
It's the Chiefs. They're gonna. Whenever you think they're down, that's when they come back.
Their
But they
offensive
were
line,
down going into today.
Their offensive line is
the Chiefs.
It's not particularly good.
I can't tell if you're trolling
I
or
feel
not.
like
I
they're-
can't. Can anyone tell?
I think Hank has to put respect on the Chiefs, and sometimes he'll lay it on a little bit thick.
I can't tell.
I
You
think-
have me confused.
I think Hank's worst
If I,
nightmare is that the
I
Chiefs
put
make
myself
the
back when it's
postseason.
like I had
and then
the
have to
best
play
quarterback in the
against his
NFL
team.
and the best coach in the NFL. Even if we were 5-5, I'd be like, we're making the playoffs and we're gonna make a run.
Oh, now I think I'm on your way.
So, like, it's
now
they
I got
have
it.
to.
Okay, now I got it. He's setting up if they don't make the playoffs. Like, why is anyone saying he's the best quarterback? Why is anyone saying he's the best coach? Because you should be making the playoffs.
They will make the playoffs.
Right. But if they don't,
That would be
You've
a
set
colossal failure.
yeah, right. That would be insane.
Unspeakable.
Now I got it. I finally have connected it. Carry on with what you're doing.
I think
Is it wrong?
No, you're not. You're not wrong.
I think they can get there if they get 5 more wins.
And if they get there, no one wants to. That is true. Like, no
But-
troll. Like, no one wants to play in the playoffs.
No, that's a fact. You wouldn't want to play Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs.
The problem is if they get 5 more wins, that puts them at 10 wins, and then depending how things shake out, that they don't have a lot of the tiebreakers right now.
Right.
So they might need 11 wins.
Right. That was my point. Because
Yeah.
you conceivably, I think the Jaguars are going to get to 10 wins. I think the Chargers are going to get to 10 wins. The Bills are going to get to 10 wins. The Chiefs might have to get to 11 wins.
Yeah.
And so that means they have to win what? 6 out of their next. They have to win 6 out of their last 7, right? Is that math right? 11 and. Am I doing my math right?
Yep.
6 out of the
6 plus 5 would be 11.
Yeah.
Which they could do.
Yes, they got to win 6 out of 7.
They
That's the point, Hank. Is that it's not. It's the math. Is like 10 wins. I think they might be in trouble.
Okay, but let me set this up for you guys. They lose next week to the Colts.
Oh, then they're done.
No, because they can still win 6 out of 7. They still have 6 games left.
Right, but I don't think they'll win all 6.
Right. But then, how would we feel as America about the Chiefs being eliminated from playoff contention on Thanksgiving?
Wow.
Would that be fun?
Wow.
That's crazy.
Would we like that, America?
Well, it wouldn't be official, but it would be.
It would be pretty much.
It would be pretty much. It wouldn't feel as good as like really eliminating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we could say it.
You could say it.
We could always just say it.
They're in trouble, man. It's not. This was a game like they've fucked around a little too much, and they've lost a couple games where. And they've had a hard schedule, but like that Monday night game against the Jaguars is kind of looming on them. That one, if they had won that game, you'd be thinking, oh, the Chiefs are totally fine. They're 6-4 and they have a tiebreaker over the Jaguars. But yeah, they're in trouble, Hank. Now, Hank, I have a question for you because I said it in my boomer. The Broncos are now 6-0 at home. Are you worried at all about possibly having the Broncos go be the 1 seed and the road to the Super Bowl goes through Denver, a very difficult place to play where their defense seems to like the Chiefs offensive line was having to cheat on every play to try to get because the Broncos were getting such a good jump. They're that talented.
Yeah, but it's all relative. I think it's like I would rather still play. I think I would rather play the Broncos at at Mile High than the Chiefs like at home in the AFC Championship, or a Bills or a Ravens.
Wait, in Foxborough?
Yeah,
You'd rather go to Mile High.
I think so.
Why?
I think he's
An experience.
yeah the been there done that factor.
I do think that the Broncos are right now taking away all the other
Like
stuff.
I'd rather play Bo Nix for a chance to go to the Super Bowl than Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen,
That's
or
fair.
Patrick Mahomes.
That's fair. And that's not a slight on Bo Nix.
No.
But he's not those 3 guys.
Yeah.
If we just kind of put aside everything that the Chiefs have done in years past and look at them right now.
You can't.
I know you can't. But the way that the Broncos are built, I feel like will translate really well to the playoffs. especially if they're at home. Like the offensive line they're beasts. They're mauling people. They're protecting Bo Nix. I like it when they let Bo Nix cook a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When they let him throw the ball around instead of just trying to make him dink and dunk all the time. He gets that itch. He's like, I just want to try something weird. That's when he throws a pick.
And their defense does keep him in every single game. That's the thing is like Bo Nix has had up and down games, but he has been more than money in the fourth quarter, and their defense keeps him around so that he can be money in the fourth quarter.
Hank, would you say, are you a critic of Bo Nix or are you a believer?
I'm a believer. Donington Bones.
Do we have any critics
Donington
of Bo
Bones.
Nix?
I'm not a critic. I just don't fully trust him, which I think is a totally fair take.
Yeah.
How many quarterbacks do you fully trust?
Adam
Like
Troutman.
4? I think there's probably 4 guys I fully trust. This is like obviously when I say these things, Broncos fans would be like, "This is like, well, you know, Caleb Williams." Like, I don't. Are you asking me if I trust Caleb Williams in the playoffs right now? No. Like, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
So
Like, what do you like? The Bears are 7-3. They have a -6 point differential. It took me until this week to call them a good team. So it's not like I'm saying the Bears are incredible and the Broncos stink. I just rookie. I mean, I know Bo was in the playoffs last year, but like I can't trust it until I see it.
I feel like there was somebody online that was particularly mean to Bo Nix this week because we got the quote from Bo Nix being like, say that shit to my face earlier in the week. And then Adam Troutman after the game said, if you're talking shit about Bo online, you're a coward. Absolute coward.
It's got to be like Nick Wright.
We don't care what other people think.
I do think Nick, who's semi-colleague now, I think he did say that Patrick Mahomes would 100% outplay Bo Nix.
Oh, Adam Troutman actually put a name on it.
What do you say?
He goes, we know what we have in the building, and we know what he's made of, and we don't really care what people have to say. So, Dragon Slayer 69 with his 7-Eleven Slurpee in his mom's basement. I don't give a shit what he has to say, right? And Bo doesn't either. First of all, Dragon Slayer 69, awesome screen name. Mm-hmm. Nice work. Sounds like you've got a 7-Eleven Slurpee and you're in your mom's. Dragon Slayer 69 sounds like he's actually got it all.
Yeah, he sounds kind of sweet.
This dude rocks.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's Dragon Slayer 69 is rent free in the entire Broncos heads right now.
Yeah, Bo Nix played. I mean, he 65% completion through almost 300 yards. The Chiefs' defense did hang tough, and then they kind of ran out of gas a little bit. It was just like I think Broncos fans would agree. They expected at some point Patrick Mahomes to start making like a bunch of big plays. But what was it, the drive before the game-winning drive for Bo Nix? I think the Chiefs went backwards on that drive, and you're like, what is going on here? That's not what you expect. You're watching a thing that you've gotten used to where it's like we even had the interception that got called back that's a Patrick Mahomes special. Like that happened. And the Broncos just stayed tough. And I feel like the blocked extra point weirdly like changed the momentum of the game too. Because it was like going up 4 versus going up 3 when it had been a field goal game. So credit to the Broncos special teams. I'm impressed. Broncos are legit.
I would not want to go to Mile High, I would just say. That seems like a tough place to play in January.
Definitely.
The air.
Yeah.
It's thin.
You count for the air. Who's going to get the 1 seed? Chiefs in 1-score games, by the way. This is really the difference. They were 11-0 last year. They're 0-5 this year.
Yeah.
You just haven't had that same Chiefs killer instinct. And even watching this game, when Kelsey has like a throwback, oh my God, he still has his legs, touchdown. Like, oh, here it comes. Here come the Chiefs. Nope. Broncos.
Packers, Jags,
Broncos.
Chiefs, Chargers to end the year for the Broncos is tough.
Packers, Jags, Chiefs, Chargers.
Yeah, that is tough.
And they're probably playing at least 3 of those on the road, right? Because the Broncos just haven't played a road game at all.
No,
3 of them are at home.
Yeah, people were very upset about that.
How does that
take.
happen?
I think they've played. I got a lot of tweets about that take.
Oh, Christmas
we
PFT.
felt that way.
It might not be Thanksgiving, but they play the Chiefs week 17. Christmas. That would be fun.
Oh, to eliminate them then.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
It would be
That'd be
official.
a Christmas miracle.
Officially. Well, yeah, listen, people got upset about they don't play.
I agreed with you.
They don't play road games, but they played the Chiefs at home, Raiders at home. Yes, they played the Texans on the road. Before that, they played the Cowboys at home, the Giants at home, and the Jets at home. So that's 1, 2, 3,
I think it's exactly 6 and 6.
4. Well, obviously the way the schedule breaks down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yes, if you think that I actually meant that the Broncos don't play road games.
I kind of did because I couldn't remember when they had last played a road
game. They had played 5 out of 7. Or no, 5 out of 6 at home.
Yeah, I was kind of with you when you said it. We're a vibes podcast. We're not a facts podcast.
That's clearly, that's what I meant. I did not actually. So Broncos
no, when you
fans,
brought it up, I was like, yeah, you're right. They have not had a road game yet.
I do understand that you guys do have to play road games.
Like got 2 coming up.
You beat the Eagles on the road.
Yes. And then you went over to...
And sorry, the Jets, my bad, that was...
a London game.
Technically, I think you were the home team, but that was over in England.
Yeah, so they've actually played more road games than home games.
Well, they had played...
If you count going international, it's obviously not a home game in Denver.
3 out of the last 4 had been at home.
Yeah. Broncos are good. Broncos are good. Okay, let's break for our last 2 ads, and then we will talk some Sunday Night Football.
We'll get back to the games in a second. First, I want to know what you boys are craving this NFL season. You know what I'm craving? Soup. It's soup season. No soup satisfies all your cravings like Chunky. Chunky is bold, meaty, has all the craveable flavors that you need to tackle your hunger. Go pick up a can of Chunky today and crush your cravings. They have flavors like Beefy Mac, Chili Dog Mac, Buffalo-style Chicken Mac, and so many more. Don't forget, Chunky can satisfy all your cravings this NFL season. The Buffalo-style Chicken Mac is so good. So is the Chili Dog Mac. Can't go wrong. Since Chunky's has all the food covered, what else would you crave this NFL season? For me, I just crave I crave a top 5 pick. I want a top 5 pick in the NFL draft. Hank, what do you crave this NFL season?
Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl of Chunky soup.
Super Bowl or bust.
Yeah.
I love that. Hank's thinking soupy. Chunky is everything you crave, no matter what you crave or when you crave it. Chunky delivers 110%. These games are also brought to you by McDonald's and their all-new Buffalo Ranch sauce. We've got it right here in the studio. The Buffalo Ranch sauce has arrived. It pairs perfectly with your snack wrap, your McCrispy sandwich, your McCrispy strips. It's got the tangy zang of buffalo with a creamy cool of mild ranch. It's mild and it's wild at the same time. It's a sauce that balances itself. It complements all the crispy chicken. You can dip the McCrispy strips right in there. It comes on the McCrispy sandwich and the snack wrap. It's available for a limited time at participating McDonald's while supplies last. There's a new sauce in town at McDonald's. Tangy, creamy Buffalo Ranch.
Okay, Sunday Night Football. Max, Eagles. First of all, Alliance complete.
Alliance complete.
Thank you. So the Alliance, I saw some people getting mad about the Alliance. They're like, this is so corny. It's like, dude, it's a fucking lame joke. Who gives? It just happens that the Bears had beaten everyone in the NFC East, not named the Eagles, and the Eagles beat everyone in the NFC North, not named the Bears. We're going to play on Black Friday, but Alliance complete. The Bears are in first place because of thank you.
This is the last week of the Alliance.
Yeah, no, it's over. Well, no,
over.
Next week we could still have a Alliance.
Well, we got to. That's why this week is the last week, and then it's
then it's over. Alliance
you
over.
Have to prepare for
friendship over.
Yeah, Alliance is over.
Yeah, we'll make the meme. No longer friends.
No, I've been seeing a lot of the meme of the guy who's crying while putting a gun up to the guy's face.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh yeah. We just talked about that meme.
Yeah. New Jack City.
So I got a question for you. So Eagles beat the Lions.
Eagles beat the Lions 8-2.
I have
One
a
of
question.
The hardest schedules in the NFL.
I have a question for you. Is that true?
I think they have the 4th hardest schedule in the NFL so far.
I do feel like Max is always right in the middle of big games. We're calling Big Game Max.
You said that last week.
Big Game Max.
You said that last week.
I think I said that to you in the kitchen.
Big Game Max?
Big Game Max.
Big Game Max?
Oh. Big Game Max.
Oh, I get it.
That's what
the kids Big Game Max.
Big Game Max. Big GAME. Big Game Max.
But you say it fast.
Big Game Max.
Big Game Max.
And he did it again.
Big game.
Like
Max.
The Eagles they might be frustrating if you're an Eagles fan.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do you enjoy watching the Eagles play football?
I enjoy watching them win.
That's not what I asked.
Yes.
When they're actually playing the game, are you enjoying yourself?
I think most games are stressful. When you're watching your team, you're not.
No, I know, but the Eagles have
very comfortable. Yes, the Eagles
extra
this
level
year,
of
especially
stress.
this year, are adding to the stress level. I also think there's a factor that they're playing very good teams, So, like, if we were playing, I don't know, the fucking Dolphins every week or the Raiders, or let me just read off the Patriots schedule, it'd be a little bit easier to, like, be comfortable watching football games.
Yeah.
But when you play the best teams in the NFL every single fucking week, then, yeah, it's stressful. It's very stressful.
Do you enjoy the
I
style that they play in?
Not right now.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm asking. Like,
Not right now.
I agree with you. Wins are wins. Who the fuck cares? But it's more, the Eagles are a tough watch right now, but it works, so who the fuck cares?
Yeah. Nick Sirianni is the winningest coach in the NFL right now. Number fourth all-time winning percentage in the NFL. We watch a lot of winning football. It is not the prettiest football in the world. And it frustrates a lot of people. It makes a lot of people very mad. But we just keep winning. We just keep beating the best teams. And we go. I said this on Friday. I was like, what's probably going to happen is we're going to win an ugly game. We're going to advance to 8-2, and people are going to say that the Eagles still suck. And it's the exact same thing. It's the exact thing that played out tonight.
Yeah. So
I don't think the Eagles suck.
as an Eagles fan,
Yeah, but that's like such a thing online. If people are people are like, oh, this team.
But everyone thinks everyone sucks. What team is anyone saying doesn't suck?
I think the difference is that the Eagles fans kind of think that the Eagles suck right now.
The offense is not good, and it's not only Eagles fans. AJ Brown also thinks that.
Can I actually?
It's their players.
A quick side tangent, because everyone thinks every team sucks, but I laughed today because I still don't know how X. What is it? The Everything app?
The Everything app. It's all happening on X.
I don't know how
Check out Brock. You can make an anime girlfriend.
Algorithm works, but I saw someone said this is the worst 7-3 team of all time, and it was just a bunch of Bears fans replying to it, being like, "Fuck you!" Like, wins are wins. And I clicked the person. It was a Chargers fan talking about their own team.
Yeah.
Losing to the Jaguars. So everyone sucks.
Yeah.
No, it was just so funny because everyone's like, oh, like, that's just how the world works. You got to go defend your team online. You got to go yell at people. But everyone's got doubts about their own team. Is there anyone is there any fan base right now?
Broncos fans.
Broncos fans have a little doubts.
Broncos fans are happy.
No, not happy. Not happy. I'm saying
Colts?
doubts. Rams, probably the only answer. Colts, probably not. They're probably still thinking like, oh, maybe Daniel Jones.
Yeah, true.
Like, is there
doubts? I mean, even the Rams are gonna have doubt. Like,
I don't know.
as a team, you have to have doubts.
Of course, but I'm saying like 100%. This is. I think it might just be the Rams.
You know what? There might be another team.
Who?
Patriots
Might be in this room with us right now. I think
Hey,
think Patriots fans.
You're right. He's
might
right.
be there because they've taken the one thing that would be their doubt, which is the schedule. And I'm not talking about Drake May's nickname. I mean the actual schedule. And you've taken that upon yourself to like weaponize almost against us. Where you're comfortable with everybody else talking shit about the schedule. Are you not?
I don't. Yeah, that's white noise from loser franchises, loser fans, salty people that are just trying to like take out the fact that their team sucks, their quarterback's injured, and they're just trying to like make people feel inferior about their team when it's like we're going to be in the playoffs and then the season will start.
Exactly. See, like Patriots fans get it.
We should do a doubt meter on Friday's show. Maybe just list like the top.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, we should do that. Yeah.
Yeah, or Wednesday. Yeah, doubt meter. Our top 10 rankings of
Teams that are good.
Yeah, they're currently in the playoffs that have doubt.
That's what I was saying earlier. That I think that it would be like Steelers fans.
Yeah, is it personal? Like,
I don't know. Like, I live in doubt. All I have is doubt about this Bears. Like, I'm enjoying the fuck out of it, but I'm also like, yeah, we have a -6 point differential. I don't fucking know if it's going to keep working.
There's a combination of doubt and enjoyment too.
Right.
but is it like to that specific fan base, or are you saying like you look at the playoff teams and you put what you think?
I think it's their own fan base.
Yeah.
Does the own fan base have doubt in their, like, will this keep going?
Yeah, so I think
this will be interesting.
I think
because you have to account for each fan base. Like, Colts fans are going to be happy to,
Yeah.
They're nice. They're nicer.
Zach, you might have to find some fans to do some interviews, some testimonials.
I almost feel like it's 2 meters on the same team. Like doubt enjoyment of where they're currently at.
Yeah.
Because some are going to be like heavy doubt but also heavy enjoyment. Some are going to be heavy doubt and also complete lack of enjoyment for how the season's gone. And then some will be like no doubt, very high enjoyment.
Yeah. Rams.
Like Hank.
And Hank. Rams and Patriots.
Hank will be his own fan base.
And maybe Colts. But I think Colts, like you can be the most excited Colts fan and still be like, yeah, we got to see what Daniel Jones does in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So all right, back to this game. The Eagles are a tough watch, but they win games. That's all that fucking matters. Their defense is really fucking good.
Yeah, Jalen Phillips has completely changed this defense.
Yeah, you guys are like, if you guys can figure it out to a little bit of what you had last year, it's basically if Saquon can start popping off again. This did feel like, though, this was one of those games where the noise got loud and we're going to try to spam balls to A.J. Brown.
It definitely felt like that.
Which is, the Eagles are the number one can-be-bullied team.
Yeah.
And it's also, I don't know what's going on with it. Me and PF, I don't think we were all in the same room there was a deep ball to A.J. Brown where he just stopped running.
We got to get you the replay of that, Max. Have you watched it
I've
yet?
tried to find the replay a million times. The replay is nowhere to be found.
Do we know when
Like,
in the game it was?
Do you want to have PFT text Diana Rossini and see if she can get to the bottom of that?
No, thank
that
you.
one play specifically.
You've officially opted out of all Diana Rossini discourse?
I want to make, the problem with Diana's reports is that I fear that they are true, so I'm opting out of bad news.
Yeah,
because she only reports bad news about the Eagles locker
That's
room.
fair.
That's
so
fine.
I want nothing to do with. I don't want to know about it.
I think if anything, what we know from other sources besides her have like just confirmed what she was saying, which is that A.J. Brown is definitely not happy.
And you can see it on the field. Like I'm gonna have to get the all 22. I don't know how to get the all 22.
Someone get this man the all 22.
I need to see. Eagles fans will know there was a deep ball. I think it was in the third quarter where it didn't look like that bad of a throw, and he just gave up on it.
I'm in the third quarter right now. I'm trying to track it down for you.
Do you have the all 22?
I have the TV copy right now, not the all 22.
How'd you get that so quickly?
No, not to brag, but I pay for the premium plus on the NFL.
That's pretty
no
sick.
big deal.
As
for the Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs is insane. That was you probably, peed yourself a little bit every time he touched the ball because it was like he's going to rip one every single time. The Lions, the doubt that I have about the Lions, I think the Lions are really fucking good. They do have to get healthier on defense, and it also comes down to, are they going to be playing in Detroit or are they going to be playing on the road? Because their offense looks different on the road. And you also had Dan Campbell just going for every single fourth down. If they get two of those, it's a different game. Right?
Well, yeah, so they're going for a lot of them. Then they did not go for the one at the end of the game on 4th and 10.
Yeah.
When they needed 2 scores, they needed 10 points, and they punted it away. I still don't know why Dan punted that one away.
I think he knew that Nick Sirianni was going to go for it on a fourth down on his own side and not get it.
A gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, gentleman's agreement, which leads me to my rollback question. RHOBACK.com, promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Q-Zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, rollback.com, promo code TAKE. Max, Pug is right next to you right now in the studio. Hello, Pug.
So,
what did you guys think about the decision to go for it on your own 30, up 10 with whatever it was? How much time? 3 minutes left? What'd you think?
I thought it was a bad decision.
Pug is an Eagles fan too. Max and Pug have been fighting for about an hour about this game. Why?
Yeah, it's just your center is out, your right tackle is out. It's not the same O-line necessarily, the tush-push O-line, and they haven't been able to move the ball on you all day. So why not punt it deep? And then twice they have to go down the field on you, which is just not going to happen.
I like that.
Why not just do that and you'll win?
I agree.
Like why risk it is my point.
Yeah.
And Max,
Pug.
what do you think?
I think that Nick Sirianni is the winningest coach in the NFL right now, and I think that he has gained a little bit of leeway, and I get mad when Eagles fans just call for his head for every decision that he makes. We say this about Dan Campbell. We respect that Dan Campbell is consistent up until tonight with that 4th and 10 late in the game. If a coach is a go-for-it coach and a go-for-it coach to win the game, sometimes they are going to do questionable decisions, and obviously looking back, it would have been much more beneficial towards the Eagles if he punted that ball. But he has put himself in a situation for me that I think that Nick Sirianni is allowed to make decisions and shouldn't be scrutinized for every single thing that he's done when he just keeps winning football games.
But by the numbers, do you think it would have been safer if he had punted?
Yes, PFT, you were sitting in the cave too. What were you saying?
Well, it doesn't matter what I'm not. An
Oh,
Eagles
what did you
fan.
say?
I'm not an
He
Eagles-
said you 100% go for this and win the game.
I say you go for it, you win the game, and the play works 100% of the time, and it's not ever going to be stopped because it's the best play in sports. And then they stopped it.
I mean, this is twice in a row Nick Sirianni's had games where the game's won, and he's just like, how can we make this game last a little longer?
I get it. It's not the most traditional decision, but Nick Sirianni is not the most traditional coach, and he has gotten to us to this point. He has won a Super Bowl. He wins a ton of football games. So I think that I have given him enough respect that he's allowed to make decisions based on the flow, how he feels the flow of the game is going, because he's a winning football coach.
Pug, it sounds to me like Max is saying that you don't respect Nick Sirianni.
I respect Coach. He's just got to do little self-reflection, I think. Little. Maybe I shouldn't have done some things.
And
I'm still riding with Coach.
And you're a guy who's like, hey, look, even though we're winning, you got to get better. I'm going to criticize the places you got to get better.
Yeah, I'm not
Whereas Max is just, I'll drink the Kool-Aid and not criticize anything. Happy-go-lucky
You'll have to ask
Max.
him.
In Philadelphia, they're calling guys like him an Uncle Dom.
Happy,
Yeah.
big gay Max.
And wait, whatever Nick says.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what we do.
Matt goes, yes, sir, boss. Whatever you want.
But how many times have you said that about Dan Campbell? How many times have you said that?
What do you
Is that
No.
so many times Dan Campbell does the crazy thing on fourth down. A lot of times it works. Sometimes it doesn't
Agreed.
work. But you are happy with the consistency of
Yes.
that is Dan Campbell.
But-
he does the same thing every time. But Nick Sirianni, for some reason, does not get that benefit of the doubt.
Okay, but the only-
even though he should, because he won a Super Bowl and he wins so many fucking games.
Okay, but the only thing I would say is Pug made the best point that has been made in this back and forth is Pug, time and place does matter. The way that game was going, the Lions could not score. So you basically have given them to have to go the entire length of the field twice. It's just not going to happen. They couldn't score. They couldn't move the ball.
They probably should have tried a field goal right off the bat.
Yeah, they should have given themselves more time. And the Lions did get screwed on that call.
They did get screwed on that call. That's fair.
Max, would you
That is fair.
would you say right now that if you could take it back, you would?
Yeah, if I 100% if I could take it back.
Love
I
that.
would.
I said that as well. I said it online right away. I was like, listen, if I could pick up that flag, I would pick up that flag and I would say, play on, boys. But I can't. I'm just a guy. I'm not a ref.
Former
Yeah, agreed.
NFL head coach Todd Haley said something seems off after they made that call. Something deep.
Well, yeah, their center's out and Lane Johnson's not there. That's the other part of it.
No, after the missed pass, when they called pass interference.
Oh,
Todd is implying something sinister is afoot with the NFL.
got it. Either way, you guys are, what's your record now? 9-2?
8-2.
8-2. You got you're right at the top of the NFC. Max, let's see the NFC real quick.
Max, do you remember which direction you guys were going on the screen?
What?
For the A.J. Brown play. I'm finding
Left to right.
You were going left to right.
By the way, the Eagles had 9 penalties for 78 yards in this game, and the Lions had 5 penalties for 48 yards in this game.
Okay, good. Just put that in the record.
Just putting that in the record.
Max,
for
have
everyone of.
Have the Bears
Sometimes there's missed calls.
have the Bears record elevated to the point where you're going to have to start rooting for us to lose?
Well, we play you. So
I
it's
know,
just-
but we're third right now. We're third in the NFC.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens next week.
Okay.
That's.
I hope
if,
I get to that day where Max has to root.
Well, if you win,
Yeah.
If you beat us,
Well,
then,
then
yes.
then you'd have to.
Correct.
That's actually how you know that your team is good, is if Max starts rooting against you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7-3. You're in the conversation.
What's the
You're-
Lions' chance to make the playoffs?
75.
Higher than the Bears. Listen, I'm honest about where the Bears are at. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this. I don't know if it's going to last.
Yeah, you guys got
I'm
a lot
going
of
to
games.
enjoy the hell out of it, but we got a lot of tough games coming up that we'll see. And when you win every game in the last second, you have to have at least part of you be like, can we keep doing this? Because it's not exactly the most sustainable setup to win like that every single week.
The Lions do have a problem with outside.
Yeah.
They've got a weather issue. And Jared Goff was playing with a glove on his throwing hand.
I think he should have taken it off.
Seemed like
it was windy.
It seemed like every pass was coming off his hand weird because of that glove.
It was too windy. Okay, any other thoughts, Pug, on the game? How was you were up at Lambeau on Monday?
Yeah, it was awesome. Top 5 stadium for sure.
Okay.
Packers fans were way too nice was my takeaway.
Were you trying to start shit?
I was wearing opposing gear, and they were just being very welcoming and very nice. It threw me off.
Pat Sportstown?
I don't know. I guess it depends how you look at it. I don't know. They
You,
were.
you wanted to get beat up?
Yeah.
You would have respected them more
I mean,
if they
I'm
beat
just
you
used
up?
to like the Philly, New York,
Yeah.
just like fuck you kind of mentality. and
Right.
It was off-putting, but
You had a good time.
yeah, it was fun.
Okay.
Max,
Nice.
I know the play that you're talking about. We watched it together. You freaked out. I don't see it anywhere in the list of plays. The drive by drive chart here.
What was the most recent? What are you guys talking about?
I was asking Pug if he remembers that play. I just want to
Someone
make sure
will
I'm
send
not.
it in the morning.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm not the one where AJ Brown looked like he just stopped running.
Yeah,
That was the third quarter, right?
I think so.
Third quarter,
What
the Eagles were going right to left.
No, you said left to right, I think.
Yeah, but third quarter they were going.
Yeah,
I'm
Right to
thinking
left.
left or right.
Yeah.
Right? I don't fucking know. I'm
right
dumb.
right to left.
We'll find it
It was
tomorrow.
right to left?
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
Max, what thank you, Pug. We'll see you in a minute for lottery ball. Max, what was Diana's most recent report?
Basically, I don't know. I didn't read the entire thing. I had enough people tell me what was going on.
What was going on?
Is that AJ Brown hates Jalen Hurts?
Oh, I saw a quick synopsis that was he's not taking enough risks. He's not trusting the guys to be able to make plays.
Which is fair.
And it
I
was-
mean, if
was
that's
also-
the wording, that's fair criticism.
It was
he
also-
doesn't take a ton of risks.
That it's multiple players on the offense are upset
Yeah.
about the offense.
Yes.
I
As
also
they should. The
I-
offense has not looked as good as it can look, which also there's more room for this team to grow, and they're still 7-2.
And their defense is awesome.
8-2. 7-2? 8-2. 8-2.
They did show the graphic of Jalen Hurts' play callers and that he hasn't had the same play caller in back-to-back years, dating all the way back to 2016.
yeah, for the most
which
part,
is pretty insane.
there's a formula to getting a job, and that's coaching Jalen Hurts for a year.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin, Brian Dable, Mike Loxley, Lincoln Riley. That's college. That's all four in college. Doug Peterson, Nick Sirianni, Shane Steichen, Brian Johnson, Kellen Moore, Kevin Patullo. That's the list. So I guess he did have Shane Steichen 2
was
years
the
in
only
a
one
row.
that was 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years in a row. But that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. It
But you
sucks,
guys are 8-2.
Yeah, we're 8-2.
And I think the Lions
Defense is
are
insane. The Eagles' defensive line is so fucking good.
Yeah. And I think the Lions are going to probably get healthy and be just fine. But it is a little weird, like Dan Campbell calling plays and also deciding all the go-for-its. There's a little bit of chaos that – I mean, I think All Business Pete tweeted out that Dan Campbell was having his Tin Cup game where he just kept
keep
on
going for it.
Just keep going for it. Just keep going for it.
But then there was a moment at the end of the game where they tried that long field goal.
Yeah.
And before he had his guys on the field like they were going to go for that on fourth down.
I know.
To try to make it into a 3-point game instead of kicking field goal, turning it to 7 points. And then the Eagles called a timeout, right? To ice him. And then Dan Campbell was like, fuck it, I'll just go for it. I want to know what happened.
No. It wasn't to ice him because it was I think that the Eagles
was the other way.
weren't.
I think Dan Campbell had his offense on the field.
And then I think that the Eagles just didn't like the didn't like the look or whatever, wanted to call timeout, talk it over,
And so
then
something
he
happened
came to his senses.
in those 30 seconds where Dan Campbell was like, wow, this is pretty dumb even for me.
Right. So I think there's a little chaotic factor of Dan Campbell doing it all now, where it might get crazy. But again, the Lions, this is how the Lions play with Dan Campbell. If they convert 2 of those 4, one of them was was 2 of them in the red zone. So that like those are play and yeah, I think he was a little more aggressive tonight because of the wind. I think he might have there might have been a spot where he took a couple field goals, but the wind was pretty bad and it was, there was a missed extra point. So it's like, I'm not fucking with this.
I think it might just be a little bit different, more challenging maybe, calling plays against the Eagles defense than it was for him last week.
Yes, I would agree. Okay. That was week 11. That was everything. Do we miss anything? Monday Night Football is going to stink. Raiders, Cowboys.
I think I'm going to watch that Leo movie tomorrow night.
That's smart.
Not going to watch it?
No.
I'm going to watch it.
I'm gonna watch Monday Night Football.
I'll keep drinking that garbage.
YouTube TV is back, so
Oh yeah.
Huge.
Oh
I
my
will
god.
probably watch some of it.
Thank God. And I think it's a multi-year.
Yeah.
It is,
So we
yeah.
don't have to do the year-to-year thing because remember this was year-to-year for a while.
Yep.
And let's also just hope that Fox doesn't do this with YouTube TV because we said a lot of shit in this fight.
I'm sure
that we don't want to have to take back or look like hypocrites.
I'm sure that there just won't be like a different service that comes along in 5 years that completely changes the game and makes everything that we say right now completely obsolete, and it happens again.
We should probably look up to see when Fox and YouTube TV are up so we can just like...
I think it's in the summer.
So maybe we just take a vacation that week?
Yeah.
Down.
Halfway through the ESPN YouTube TV fight, when I was just tweeting, I'm going to skull fuck, I'm going to put my dick in ESPN's face and like, we're going to skull fuck you till you give in. Halfway through, I was like, oh
no.
We do have a relationship with Fox and this could very well happen. And then, you know what? I'll just skull fuck for the people again. I don't care.
It's over, I think, the week before the NFL comes back. And it might be week 0.
We got to talk.
It might be week 0 of college football.
I'll say this right now, Fox, I'm not getting in any more cold tubs unless we get this figured out.
And also for the record,
I'm doing my part.
We defended Scott Van Pelt being like, hey, when he tweeted out those statements, he very clearly had to do it because of his paycheck. Mm-hmm. And so I will remain completely consistent on those statements.
Yes. I think I'll probably just have to go rogue because I just can't we can't leave the people out to dry. We have to fight for the people. Might hurt us, but we got to fight for the people.
Fox
it sucked.
They'll be able to handle it. They'll send fucking Cletus in virus form if they have to and take down all the YouTube TV servers.
I actually think I also weirdly, this is going to sound stupid, but I think I had a pretty good gambling Saturday the last 2 weeks, not counting yesterday, because I'm a big, if the game is on TV, like in front of me, I'm going to bet it. And when I was like last Saturday without ESPN on YouTube TV, I was watching a lot more of whatever was on YouTube TV, then flipping over every now and then.
Yeah.
So maybe it was good for me. Maybe I want to go back.
And it's hard to flip to YouTube TV.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. It's hard.
Like, it used to be way easier to flip channels. Now the art of the flip is done.
No, it's completely gone. Okay, let's do Who's Back of the Week. Who's Back of the Week is brought to you by our friends at Twisted Tea. Twisted Tea is refreshing hard iced tea made with real brewed tea and 5% alcohol. Twisted Tea is the perfect alcohol/beverage to keep the good times going all season long, whether you're hanging out at a friend's house, catching a game at the stadium or at the bar, or just seeing where the day takes you. Twisted Tea is there to turn your day up a notch and make a good time a great time. Keep it twisted. Grab a tea. It's game time. Stock up on ice-cold Twisted Tea today. I love the original. I also love the peach. PFT, you're a half and half guy.
Love it.
Twisted Tea is the best. Go get Twisted Tea today. Okay, Hank, who's back of the week?
Who's back of the week is Rory McIlroy.
Okay.
He won the Masters this year. He won the Players. He won an away Ryder Cup. But most importantly for him, today he secured his 7th Race to Dubai title.
And that's what it was all about.
Yeah, that's all. That's
I thought Fitzpatrick won that.
No.
Damn.
Did he just win like the
He might have won the event.
the one seed?
Yeah, but Rory won the race.
He won the race.
So yeah, I mean that's everything for Rory.
That's the big one.
That's the big one.
So that's really the 5th major.
Easily. Yeah, the Players, yeah, the 5th and he's won multiple fifth majors this year.
It set a record.
Yeah.
Good for
Good
him.
for Rory. Very happy for Rory.
Yeah,
I forgot golf was happening.
Yeah, but we did also talk on Friday a little bit about the Invitational, but we said we were not going to talk about spoilers until Monday, so...
Yeah.
So spoilers.
Holy shit.
I do actually think that was the best piece of sports entertainment I've ever watched on YouTube. In the YouTube video format. Mm-hmm. It was, the final round had like so many twists and turns in it. It had a lot of emotions. It was honestly a mix of surreal, sad, beautiful, the way that it ended with Beef, the tribute, which I thought was a very nice tribute at the end for Beef. But it was still like a very strange mixture of emotions. And then when it came to the round itself, it was like, okay, we got 2 cheating scandals going on at once. One where you like mat the grass down, and then Paige being like, oh, I didn't know that you couldn't do that. That would have just disqualified her from that hole, right? So the fact that they lost that hole, it doesn't really mean anything. Right. Mm-hmm. But then the deeper one, the slope function.
Slopegate,
Slopegazi.
Slopey.
Nancy Pelosi. But so explain to me what the function of the slope thing does.
Slope, so obviously like that course which we were at is like very, up and down,
Paynes
hilly. Paynes Valley, but all the courses, cliffhangers, especially the round they had before. If you don't have slope on, it says, you're 130 yards away. If you have slope on, it factors in the slope, and so you're 130 yards away, but it's playing like, if it's uphill, you're 130 yards, but it's playing like 140.
Right.
Or if it's downhill, it's 130 yards, but it's playing like 115. So if you have that on and the other players don't, you know exactly what club you have to hit, whereas if it's off, you have to mentally try and adjust for slope. So that's why I was like, no one has slope on, so having it on is obviously a huge advantage. And there was clips where he was saying, it's 140, but play like 134. Like he was kind of calling out numbers that you would only call it if you had exact slope on.
How does that work with the thing? With the laser?
It's a toggle.
This also
I
is...
know that, but I'm saying, like, do you have any idea how it works where you, like, point the laser thing at the flag and then it tells you how far up or down it is?
What do you mean?
Like, how does it work? That just
There's
seems
just
crazy.
2 numbers. It'll say, like, 130, and then the bottom number is, with slope.
Yeah, but how does it know?
I don't know that answer.
It's crazy.
Also, this is something that for 99% of golfers means absolutely nothing because you don't have the ability to control your ball within 5 yards, but the people playing in the Internet Invitational do have that ability.
Right.
So it is a big difference. Like if you could tell me it's 140, 150, it doesn't matter for me. I'm just going to probably hit it in the woods anyway.
Right.
Right.
And then his own boys turned him in.
Yeah, and that's the thing. The thing with that is that there was no, the evidence was pretty damning, but there was no conclusive hard evidence that he was 100% using the slope function. So I kind of understood, especially with, the content, it being, a content tournament, there was no, you're innocent until proven guilty. He was never proven 100% fact, the slope was on and here's the evidence. There was just obviously a lot of examples in the video where he's pressing stuffing, but people are saying he might have just been checking. Who knows? But there was no 100% concrete evidence the slope was on. When they went to check it, it was off. So
yeah, and that was a very funny moment for Dave because Dave was like, at this point in the tournament, I kind of wish that there was a different rules guy that would actually make the decision for me. Then I could argue with that guy because that's what I'd rather do is just get mad at somebody else, not have to make the choice.
I do think Dave handled it well, where he's like, I can't end this whole video, so I'm just going to make him swear to God. I'll kick it up to God. Mm-hmm. God can make the decision later. He just pushed it off. He did the Jopa. He elevated it to the right people.
Yeah. And then who knows if Pelosi believes in God. Maybe that was a completely hollow story of God.
But it was great. It was a great, everyone should go watch the Internet Invitational. The Beef tribute was incredible. We went up to Beef's favorite bar and watched with his family and friends. It was not a dry eye in the house. And they're incredible people.
Also,
and
Frankie was there as well, which
Frankie was
kind
there.
of made it funny.
Which also kind of made it we kind of all clapped for Frankie after because we're like, thanks for losing. Thanks for being a loser. So Beef could win?
Well, if Frankie had stuck that chip to 1 foot and they'd end up winning the tournament, it would have been bad for a number of reasons. Not the least of which the fact that they were accused of, his team was accused, Frankie was never accused of cheating.
Right.
But his team was accused of cheating, and so the whole thing would have been tarnished at that point, and everyone would be mad at him. So in the long, and you know what? Like
Beef passed away.
Yeah.
It would have been heavy.
We throw around the term full circle moment a lot, but I think people misuse it a lot. They mean like something happened, some stuff changed, and then something kind of related happened at the end. With Frankie, the fact that he used to be dog shit at chipping, then he worked on it. He saw a psychiatrist. He worked with multiple swing coaches over the last 7 years, figured himself out, got good at chipping, and then in that one pressure moment, he went back to old Frankie. Is a true full circle moment. And Dave said it right. He was like, you're a moment guy.
Yeah.
That was always going to go in the water, Frankie.
Yeah. But it was great. And thank you to Foreplay and Bob Does guys for including us. We hope we get included in the future because it was a lot of fun. We had a blast.
I've also enjoyed I follow a lot of these the YouTube golf scene and the algorithm and stuff and the fans who might not know Barstool as well. The conspiracy theories where there's legitimate a decent amount of people that are this guy Dave definitely told Frankie he had to do that on purpose and throw the event, which is so preposterous that it's it makes me laugh.
But it also
there's multiple comments being oh, this was the whole thing was rigged. Dave made Frankie purposely blade a chip.
Right,
with $1 million on the line.
That shows that people care, which is the best thing you can have when you make content in 2025, is people caring so much they might hate you.
Yeah, but the other thing that I have been thinking a lot, and obviously we miss Beef, and it was very sad being there with his family and stuff. But I had a moment with him at Camp Barstool because we went to Camp Barstool the week after. I think that happened on Friday. We went to Camp Barstool on Monday or Tuesday, and we all signed. We signed the NDAs. We obviously weren't talking about it, or we knew the results internally, but the rest of the people at Camp Barstool did not know the results.
Yes.
So Beef was not talking about it. It was not something that was being discussed, but we knew he won. And seeing him at the campfire the first night, I knew he was internally celebrating, and it was kind of his first time where he had just, he flew home and then we went to Wisconsin, so he didn't really have a second to take it all in. And there was a night at the campfire where he was taking it all in, and we shared a moment where he was so pumped up, and I was kind of shaking him, being let's fucking go. And he was still as excited as he was worried that it was going to be spoiled. And he was no, calm down.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to know. I don't want to, but he was he was so fired up. And every time we saw him in the office, he would just give me a wink. Cause I would just kind of go up to him and be there he is. And he was just so happy about it.
I had a moment like that at the campfire too, where he was on the aux and I sat down next to him and he was you want to play music? And I was no, you got this. And then he gave me a fist bump and we locked eyes and he was just yeah. And he also had, it was very funny. I can't remember if I was sitting there or someone else was, but someone was going to do a beer run and Sidney Wells asked for him to get a bottle of wine, and he came back with 8 bottles of wine.
Yeah, he asked everyone.
He had so much money. He was I have so much money now. And he was but he couldn't tell anyone. So he was just yeah, here's 8 bottles of wine. It was awesome. So yeah, I mean, incredible for, his family to be able to see that moment. And we do miss him a lot. And yeah, go watch the Internet Invitational. It was awesome. Subscribe to it. This is going to be something that keeps growing and growing and growing. And whatever small part we can still be a part of, we'd love to do. We'd love to get Hank in it. We're not going to beg. PFT, I feel like you have to get redemption.
I gave my spot to Lefty Hank.
That's right. And I gave my spot to Righty Hank, even though I'll never get a spot.
But also, if I
would like to be rules official again, but I will never get a spot playing.
If they want to invite me back, I would love to do it.
Yeah.
But also, my spot's going to Hank.
Yeah.
But also me too.
Yeah, we're gonna need to.
I think that works out. There was actually a very funny moment in that final round where Beef's assignment was to lay up on one of the par fives before he hit the water, and I think he had a shot that he wanted to hit 85 yards. So his shot was the middle of the fairway, hit a nice light wedge, a half speed chip shot, just make the ball roll 85 yards down the fairway, and that's your job. And then he hit it, and he immediately looks down and he goes, they're going to put a plaque here one day for that chip. That's where the beef chip was. They should actually do that.
Yeah.
At Paynes Valley.
The beef chip.
The beef chip.
Yeah. Okay, your who's back, PFT?
My who's back of the week is accountability in reporting. The lost art of accountability.
Okay.
So over the weekend, and we'll talk more college football on Wednesday after the college football playoff rankings come out, but JMU did win, and USF did lose to Navy, and so perhaps JMU will be put into the next college football rankings as the Group of 5 team. But there was a rumor that was going around yesterday that JMU would also be hosting College Game Day this week.
I saw this.
And that rumor was put out by a sports blog, JMU Sports News. And it turns out that it's not. It's going to be up in Eugene, Oregon for the second time this season. And
USC, Oregon.
the people who run JMU Sports News are just devastated that their report was incorrect online.
Yeah.
So they tweeted this out today. It's from Jack Fitzpatrick. We deeply, deeply regret this mistake, and that apology probably isn't enough. We've spent the past 8 years working on JMU Sports News to create something we could be proud of, and last night's mistake is not that. Honestly, not sure what the future holds for JMUSN at this point. They might be closing the entire website because they got that report wrong.
I want to just say, I listen, everyone fucks up. Just say players fuck up.
Yeah, listen.
You guys keep doing it. Keep going.
Maybe they're trying to make College Game Day feel guilty so that now they go to Harrisonburg.
I got this week. That whole Greg Sankey quote about the 8 SEC teams, that was fake. I
Yeah.
said it on 5 different shows.
Yeah.
So shit happens, guys. We make mistakes. You got to just move on.
Well, the crazy part about that one, it was definitely a fake quote. But when you said Tennessee, I was like, that seems a bit
But
bit
he
far.
could
But
say
also
it.
Greg
Yeah.
Sankey,
Yeah.
it does sound. So I can see how you got by it. But hey,
I spread that thing everywhere.
you've been online long enough, you get fooled.
No, that's right. I always say if you don't get fooled online every now and then, that means you're not going hard in the paint. That means you're not doing online correctly.
Yep.
You got to be there. You got to be on the front lines. You get fooled. You start spreading some misinformation.
The Broncos don't play a road game. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you get
It
misinformed.
just is what it is. Just say it. Misinformation. There was a comedian who came through the office the other day and he was on the yak. Aiden, I think his name is
McCusker?
Yeah,
No.
Aiden McCulkey. No,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, get his last name. But he said that his new life strategy, because the internet has gotten so confusing and shit's gotten everywhere, he just takes everything he hears at face value.
So-
And if someone gives him misinformation, he takes that misinformation, he spreads it until someone else gives him misinformation. So the last misinformation he got is the information he has.
That's kind of how the world works now.
Yeah, he was just like
McCluskey.
Yeah, McCluskey, very funny comedian. Go follow him. But
It's just whoever's misinformation is loudest.
yeah, right. He's just like,
Yeah, so
I realized I was getting mad about shit, and I realized like I'm just gonna start whatever someone tells me. I'm just gonna be like, oh, cool, that sounds cool. Yeah, that's true.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah, he said he's just not angry anymore.
Listen, this it was a bad report. I don't know if shuttering the entire news site is something that you have to do.
I knew they were in trouble when I saw the report, and then I also saw like an hour later some like a tweet being like JMU will be on ESPN Plus, and I was like, oh, that doesn't add up.
The reason I thought it might happen is because it's also the JMU Marvel weekend, where we're gonna have like Marvel characters on the
those
side
are
of her
cool.
helmet.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like Disney, Marvel.
Those are very cool.
This is probably just like an advertisement for all the Marvel movies that they're gonna run. But whatever, we don't need game day.
It is what it is. All right, my who's back of the week is UFC because something happened this weekend. I feel like
Listen, I'm glad that you didn't watch either, because
I watched the fight of the people in the stands.
yeah, I saw that part. Robbie gave great commentary on that one.
Okay.
But yeah, I have no idea. I think I'm just not interested in UFC at the moment. It might be because it's during football
No,
season.
it's just football season.
It's during football season.
If this was happening when there wasn't a Saturday night of football, like I'm just not going to watch it over Florida and play, Ole Miss and Georgia play Texas. Like I'm sorry,
But fortunately, we do
but
have
I think it was cool what happened or not.
we have a UFC expert on the show.
Yes, Hank.
Yes.
What did you think about the fights? You traveled to
I was in Newark, yeah.
Yeah, it was in the New Jersey area.
It was
on
in
the
New
ground.
York.
Yeah.
I was in Newark.
So you traveled for UFC?
Did not travel for UFC. Islam won.
Okay.
The entire religion?
It's about the mayoral race.
Isn't that his name?
I don't know.
Zach, are you a UFC
Khabib's
guy?
brother won.
Okay, good. I thought he looked like a Khabib when I saw his picture, but then I thought, wait, that might be racist that you think that they're related. So I wasn't sure. Are they related?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Oh, okay.
Islam.
All right.
By the way, can I just say, and this is going to sound old, but there is something right now that's happening where it's a combo of Steve will do it, and I like all these guys. Steve will do it, Theo Vaughn, Cam Scatabo, and Diego Pavia. They're all just the same guy in my head now.
To the new Rat Pack.
they're just all
Glenny.
they're with each other, and like it's like, oh, these two guys are here, and then these two guys are here, and they all just blend to the same guy. Really good, like guys I would like to party with, but I can't tell the difference anymore.
Hank is 1,000% right about Glenny as well.
Yeah, Glenny's all,
also
but Glenny
and Johnny Drama.
But Theo,
This is the
Diego,
funniest cameo I've ever seen.
Theo, Diego, Scatabo, and Steve will do it. Kind of have a similar look. Glenny looks. We know what Glenny looks like. But Glenny's usually in the background of one of those guys' videos.
Diego Pavia is everywhere.
Everywhere.
I don't. How?
Theo Vaughn's everywhere. He was doing yoga with Lane Kiffin on Saturday morning. It's nuts.
I just know that Burt Kreischer can't be far behind.
They're just the same. They're just like it's a. I kind of want all four of them to just hang out and just go make it a little less confusing for my brain. What do you got, Zach? Who's back of the week? So yeah, good job UFC. Or sorry that happened. That's my take.
My who's back of the week this week is Treyarch. Boys, it's one of the most special times of year. New Call of Duty just dropped. Black Ops 7. We got new Mastery camos. We got Master Prestige races from the different organizations. I just hope everybody can go out there and enjoy the game. It's so good.
Zach, is there
Talk about not caring about UFC during football season.
Call of Duty? But Zach, is there like a league that people are playing in or anything?
There's going to be tournaments and stuff coming up now that the new game is dropped. Yes, sir.
Yeah, is there like a team I should root for?
At which level you thinking?
The challenger level?
Challenger level. You got the Telluride Bush team coming on the scene hot.
Oh, interesting.
I like Nade Shot.
You get behind the Stallions.
Yeah. How much did they pay you for that plug?
I was just trying to talk BO7, but if we're talking challengers, I can't be bought.
Did you say can't or can?
Can't.
You took equity in Telluride Bush.
You literally got bought.
You got bought.
I just think everyone should go out and play the game. It's so much fun.
What if
Is it?
It's a great time. I didn't leave my apartment.
How many hours did you play this week?
All the hours.
Every single hour.
Yeah, pretty much. Any hours I wasn't asleep or like taking a shower, I was pretty much at the game.
What were you doing it? What time were you? What's the earliest you were doing it?
As soon as we got home Friday, I guess, Saturday morning. Yeah, Saturday
What
morning.
time?
Like 9:30.
Yeah,
10?
were there people on?
Oh yeah, the globe is on right now, pumping.
Oh.
Are you a demon?
No, I'm not very good at all, but it's fun.
Are you playing with your brother?
What's the KD looking like?
Haven't checked it. Katie's probably going to get tanked for the camo grind. You got to use a lot of obscure weapons.
Were you playing with your brother or were you playing with the Telluride Bush guys?
I was playing solo. I was playing. I got a group of guys back home that I play with. My brother is his birthday weekend, so he had plans.
Oh.
Are you Prestige yet?
Wait, but it wasn't for your birthday you played video games with him?
Yeah, but he's got like interpersonal relationships, like girlfriend situations. Like they have like they go do real stuff.
What's it like when the new map drops? When you just like you drop in for the very first time? Like, are you just walking around going, "Whoa, this is cool"?
They do run back a lot of the same maps. They get a little lazy sometimes, but whenever you catch a new map, you got to check it out, see what the lanes are looking like, where the frag spots are at. It's great.
Are you a sniper?
I do. I like to hop in the private match with the sniper, run a little quick scopes with the boys. That's always fun.
Sniping would be fun, right? You just find a spot no one can find you.
That's
No,
camping.
that's lame.
camping. Yeah,
That's lame.
I was fucking awesome at camping.
Wait, is that lame, Zach?
You could.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own play style, but it's like if we're on the map, might as well use the full map and not just a corner.
Yeah. No, I used to find a room. I would lock myself in a room with like proximity mines and shit and an automatic shotgun.
I can get down with that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would just die so fast. It wouldn't be fun for me.
Do you ever get scared when you play?
Like jumps. Oh, definitely like jump scares. Yeah, somebody cuts a corner too quick. Ooh,
Yeah.
for sure. You get spooked.
So how many total hours do you think you played between Friday and Saturday?
I don't think it was too bad. It was like if we're talking
He knows.
quick math.
He knows.
It tells you.
How? What did it tell you?
No, but it groups them. It groups the game as like a franchise now. If you go to check stats, so it's an incorrect stat.
Okay.
So what is the stat?
The stat on the last game was like 48 days or something. Nothing.
No, but what was this weekend?
This weekend was just like 5 to 5 to 4, which is what? 5, 6, 7 plus. So like, what is it? 5 plus 4.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do right now?
I'm doing 5 p.m. to 4 a.m. So that's
That
what?
would be 11
7
hours.
plus 4, 11. Yeah, so quick
Because
11.
If you did 5 to 5, that would be 12 hours.
That was Friday night, right?
So
Yeah.
it's 11.
Okay.
And
and then Saturday is just like, we'll call it 10 to, let's call it like 10 to 2. So
10 a.m. to 2.
So that's
2 a.m.
14. No, it's
10 a.m. to 2 a.m.
That's 16 hours. So 27 hours this weekend.
yeah,
I'm
so-
not judging. That's
pretty good.
awesome. That's
yeah,
commitment.
Just like half the weekend.
Yeah,
Another
Not
50
judging
that's-
at all?
No, that's not half the weekend. That's all the weekend.
You're not thinking about sleep.
Did you go
That's
outside?
true.
outside. No,
It
coming
was-
into work was the first time
Saturday
outside.
was like the most perfect last fall day we've had. Like it was 65 and not a cloud in the sky after like noon.
bad timing.
Yeah, that's
PFT and
actually
I played golf.
Yeah.
Max hit some really nice drives.
There you go, man.
I had
Really nice
I had
drives.
like 0.7 good shots per hole.
Yeah. I'd say more than that.
No, 0.7 sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Not quite one good shot per hole, but more than half of a good shot per hole.
Yeah, I was playing the round of my life, and then Max was like, "I'm going to leave after 9," which I knew, and then I thought about leaving after 9, but when you're playing the round of your life, you have to stay, and then I stayed, and then it all fell apart. But I had like the 9 of my life.
I'm a good vibes guy to play good golf with,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
yeah, you are. I had a great time.
Yeah, just play quick. Okay, good show, boys.
Also, that course rocked.
Great course.
It was a
No
course
bunkers.
with no bunkers,
bunkers.
no water, no trees.
That's awesome.
It was
That's
great.
my kind of course.
I
Yeah.
still didn't get above a 7. Below a 7.
Okay, numbers.
3.
Good job, memes. Look how proud he is.
Let's go with 33.
Let's go
82.
77.
I'm going to go with 85.
Go with 91.
99.
44. 86.
Hug, did you guess?
Is that 99? 99.
Oh,
What is that?
2. Oh, no.
Oh,
Me.
you'll
2.
Didn't you used to pick 2?
I guess they're right ones.
No.
you want to do another one?
Yeah, I'll do one more.
All right, let's do one more.
Memes, was someone saying that guessing 2 times every time is like charity to you? It's actually meaner to you because we're trying to get you to break Hank's record. We're speed running Hank's record.
But technically, I already beat that record.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
How?
I did.
How?
I guessed it correctly.
No,
yes.
you didn't get the
I
number. You
did.
did not get the number. You did
So
not get it.
days win, correct. Days got it. Incorrect.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes,
it doesn't
100%.
count. No,
But PFT,
One.
no, it was
He
PFT's
won.
number.
PFT won.
It was
Memes.
PFT's number.
PFT
it was
won.
his
You
guess.
guys are doing.
You were
yeah,
picking
Yeah,
his
it was my,
guess.
it was
You're
my
never
fault.
gonna get
My
this.
fault. It's like
never
but
gonna get this.
I guessed it correctly.
All right, everyone has the same number.
it's like Bill Clinton saying I didn't have sex with Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
She had sex with me.
Say your number real quick again.
82.
77.
33.
91.
44. 86.
45. Memes, you're never gonna get it.
Yeah, do it again.
You want to do one more?
Yeah, do it
All right,
again.
fine. Fuck it. We'll do one more. You're not gonna get this one.
Yeah, do it again.
You don't mean that.
I do.
You guys are the ones tempted fate. Go on.
No, we're not,
Press that
because you're
button,
never gonna
pussy.
get it. You're never gonna get it. Don't call me a pussy. You're never gonna fucking get
Press
it.
that button, big
Remember-
boy.
Oh.
59. Remember when I got the 50-50 before you?
Oh.
Before you got the fucking lottery ball that you get 17 chances on every show?
I don't know what you're talking about. Press
yeah,
it again.
exactly.
Press it again.
Exactly.
346 guesses.
You stink.
Press it again.
Love you guys.